through the middle as intended there, Chukwueze. So Jamaica will take their turn to attack instead with Ronaldo Cephas. Really dangerous ball in, Davis arriving and touched in by Kaheen Dixon. Good by King, here's Cephas. They've made the run for him, still with Ronaldo Cephas. He's able to deliver the cross, and they've levelled it again.
Welcome back to One Scene Sports TV. Share the live with your friends, share the live with your friends. Tell them that we are live on the YouTube space. Tonight is the graveyard shift. Yeah, man, and we have a special guest in here. You understand me, people? Graveyard shift tonight, man. Share the live with your friends and family. Let them know that we are here. Hines in the building. Big up yourself. Teddy Hines. You hearing me? Ted, your audio was okay earlier. Not hearing your audio now. What's wrong? I don't know what's wrong over there with Mr. Hines right now. But people, you look at the title, it says, "Is Ravel the man? Antonio in, Boza out." Explain that for me. So that is a topic tonight what we're going to look at. But before we go into that, people, we want to show you the Gold Cup team that is selected. The Gold Cup team that is selected. And, we get an understanding of who is in and who is out and so on. I think it's pretty much the same squad that the World Cup. A lot of your favorite players here. I can say that. Big up.
Good night.
Teddy Hines. You hear me?
Yes, my boss. Walk around.
Yeah, look like you got to.
Loud and clear.
Like you got to some L, man. We're getting on the street.
Yeah, man. It actually. The thing is, I wanted it to be connected to my computer rather than my phone.
Oh.
Why? At the first, remember do that.
Yeah, when you repair your computer, you have to hook it up to your email and so.
No, usually once me I do anything from my phone, I can just hit mirror and it goes to my computer because it's what I'm Apple.
Okay.
But this time it just open it just load and it wouldn't allow me to go online.
Okay. Oh, that's the issue. Okay.
Yeah, but we're active now though. We're active now. Finally.
People are coming. We've got 18 people so far. Share the live, people, before we start talk. I know a lot of people want to come out, because they don't know where you are coming, Or the Ravel situation. They want to jump on the Ravel situation first, name the squad, and then jump on the Ravel situation, the World Cup squad.
Definitely.
Right, so let me go ahead, people. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to the content and always. All right. When you like the stream, it helps to go to as much people as possible. We have 18 person here watching. Please, to all 18 of you, just share the live. Share the live. All 18 of you, share the live. More persons on, we can spread the information, right? And we can have a debate. We can have a conscious one, a clean one. No need to go at anybody's throat. You understand me? Each opinion is valid. And just let us reason out the football properly. All right. So the squad that was named.
So the which one is the squad? The 2020 because me I look on the. What is this?
I'll put it up on the,
I have a squad here, but I'm not sure which one of them. If this is the Gold Cup squad, I know.
Yeah, the Gold Cup squad.
This is the Gold Cup.
I have it right here. I can put it up. So I'm gonna put it up right now. All right. Yeah, so everybody, the Gold Cup squad is right on the screen right there. Reggae Boyz squad. World Cup 2025.
Let me make this clear too. I 100% say the Gold Cup squad is supposed to be the World Cup squad. The man them supposed to play together to get a chemistry. So
Continuity,
I
right?
don't think you're supposed to. Yeah, you need them because one of the biggest problem, a lot of people always say, oh, them not gel yet, and stop chop up the team.
All the while.
Allow them to play a lot of teams together. And then now, from that now we can say, all right, this man definitely, he knows everybody, he understands everybody. So I definitely him just not good enough. You understand what I'm saying? All right.
So in goal, the same goalkeepers, we have Andre Blake, Jamal Wade, Shaquan Davis. Defenders, Ethan Pinnock come into that squad. Next time is relatively Greg Lee, Mari Bell, Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, Holgate, Damian Lowe, and Kyle Ming. So Kyle Ming make back his entry in the squad in the Gold Cup there. Midfielders, Isaac Aiden, Casey Palmer, John Russell, Dwayne Atkinson, Bobby Reed. So Bobby Reed will come back in that squad, right?
We don't have a problem with Bobby Reed being back.
Demara Gray, Kyan Dixon, Leon Bailey, Warner Brown, Roman Burrell, Tyrese Campbell, Romario Williams, and Michail Antonio. This is where we have an issue. Michail Antonio.
Two of them. Not just Michail Antonio. I have a problem with look, don't get me wrong, and a lot of people, them listen to the live and them hear you say you have a problem with the player, them think I hate the player.
Yes.
Or you think the player is not a human being. No.
Yes.
No, it's just not an emotional thing. We're looking at the bigger picture. I think bringing Romario Campbell and Michail Antonio, in my opinion, is a complete waste of time. I think that guy from the number 7 from Arnett, from Tivoli.
Who is that?
Fuller. Yeah, bring Fuller. He's young, get the experience as well, he have a bunch of energy. Right. Bringing Michail Antonio. Michail Antonio hasn't played ball in months. Michail Antonio haven't played ball in 8 hours. More than 8 months, how long now? Look, let me give you the exact date.
Man, you know, JPL ball in the squad. Understand?
Let me see.
So be careful yourself, Fuller. Be careful you talk about Fuller. And they might come on for you, with a be back lemon finger on for you soon, People, the link is in the comment section. If you want to come onto the platform, you can do so. Pesa, big up yourself. Antonio Williams out. Boza Mother's in for me and see Sports TV. Yeah, bro. Like, me not understand.
All right. Unseen. Michail Antonio meet in a car crash December 7th, right?
Yes.
He haven't played football in approximately 7 months and counting. He haven't played a professional game, competitive game, a 90 minutes game. That don't make no sense.
No sense at all. You know why? And then you're going to say, Boza. All right, may I tell you the truth? I understand what him say when he must say Boza. No, very nice.
No, I mean,
World Cup.
Hey, what I know? Not to let me outline something for the people so they understand the context.
Yeah,
on December 7th, the accident when he suffered a fractured leg.
So you get a fractured leg.
Right? Mm-hmm. Completely shattered. That's what the thing said. It was completely shattered. Mm-hmm. He underwent 7 surgery plus rehabilitation.
Right.
And that is in less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in our World Cup squad. And you're gonna say that because a man was out of season for what? A month. He not deserve to be in our squad. And a man we haven't played football in a competitive football in 8 months in our squad.
No, man. You hear the reason back he said,
that's what I was saying. He was saying that because he was him season done early and
No,
but that's just one month ago.
The reason why him left a spot for Antonio. It's like Antonio tell him and say, yo, brother.
But I like, I never hear that reason.
The man say like Antonio say, yo, brother, don't want to leave me out, That me I tell you, fight me, I come fight, So it's a fighting thing going on. Man, hey,
Well,
Jamaica football come like that.
well,
Brother. Straight here. I don't understand that. Oh, you care Michail Antonio, and you don't carry Boza. A man where yes a fracture, shattered him, you know, boy, and he met the team over a man. So will Michail Antonio start in the games? Right? That's one.
if I highly doubt that.
You see, you
Highly
have
doubt that.
space filler. Better they carry
Could be.
Boza and work, you mean? Better they carry Boza because you can't tell me say Boza fitter than him, Antonio fitter than Boza. Tell me that. There's no
Look,
way
at the end of the day,
Antonio can fitter than Boza.
at the end of the day,
No
even if
way.
you bring Boza, I wouldn't play him.
Eh?
I wouldn't play him. Even if I brought Boza, I wouldn't play him. Because at the end of the day, this is not a friend fitting or
Yeah,
own
but
a
him,
farm.
but him could,
You have
but
to
him
be
could
your
get
best
him.
farm.
No, I'm saying if you're gonna bring a player right now that is not at the level, and you choose Antonio, the worst pick that out of all of them.
Yeah. I think you should have gone with Boza. And then again, some of the times, I think it has to do with the feedback we get from a player, because he probably have conversation with Boza, and
Maybe that's the issue.
he probably had a conversation.
Outside of football, there's an
So it probably come down to just having a conversation with the player, and the feedback we get from the players, like the player say, boy, coach, just let me out of the one here, man, come on, chill a little bit. You have players who go through that phase and stuff. So if that be the case, all right, cool. We still would bring Michail Antonio over
Trevante Stewart
players, because
Trevante Stewart we are dominate. See, you bring a man where when I play the ball, score a goal over a man who score have 17 goal contribution in the league. But the people in my ask are all
look, he brought Tyrese Campbell. That was Charlton Young Player of the Year. He was in terrific form and has been playing some outstanding football. When I see young players like these in the squad, I get very excited. But the problem I have is when you don't give these young players the opportunity to play. I watch Spain versus France today. The players who light up on the occasion were the teenagers.
Yeah.
The teenagers were the one who was creating havoc out there. Yamin Yamal, you look on Turkey who came on for France. He was the one who came on and made that different. Everything starts working. Sometimes you have to give the kids opportunity to make some errors and play some football. And I seen him bring this young talent. I went, I watched a few clips of the young lad. Seems like he's a positive, active young lad and him have ability. That is why I say like bring in Romario Williams. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Antonio over Boza. Why? Antonio over Boza. Why? Remember Antonio.
I don't know that. You bring 8 forward. Why we are go with 8? What we are go with 8 forward? And 5 midfield. Where are we going with that? And a midfield our biggest problem. You tell me. Some of the time is slow.
Based on all right, so gangster for life, based on current form in them club, performance in them club, in a good shape. So I'm saying give reward him with a national call up. So instead of you carry a man where mash up your foot and recover, do much surgery, recover. And not playing a ball yet in terms of competitive football, and you're gonna play him over a man who have 17 goals in a film competition. 17 goal contribution in a competition. It don't make no sense. And you shut out a man because you say a man fit. Who unfit? Who more unfit? And what the most man who come from the surgery then, man. Not choose.
Michail Antonio has to be the more unfit player in this situation. And I also believe he's gonna be the player that can offer you less. Now, Michail Antonio is in such bad shape that he has not even been called back to a regular training session with the West Ham.
Yet. And the coach take it up.
You understand? Because
we go resurrect back on.
I love what Antonio do for the country. Would always
Here
respect him
is
for
a
that because
madman.
he never have.
Here's a madman. No, Antonio is
But
ready. Better preparation in the UK. Someone I'm mad, you know. Gangster talk. You know you talk.
preparation have nothing to do with that broken leg, you know, my boss. This man has been in a massive car accident. I don't know, look a normal car accident, you know.
Tell him good, man.
And Michail
What
Antonio
time
is
it
not
is?
16. He's not 16 when bone heal overnight. Roof. He's a whole old man. Those bones don't heal overnight. Not only that, Michail Antonio is a runner. It's not like he's a technical player who that is why Messi can perform at this level for so long because he's technically gifted. You don't have to run up and down, you know. You just put the ball on foot and he make magic happen. Michail Antonio is not that guy.
Yep.
He's a runner.
Yeah, but it's my argument is not really Boza still, you know, to be. I'm just saying why Antonio got the spot in that team over Boza based on the information the coach gave us that Boza is unfit and blah blah blah, and then you now select a player that is worse unfit in the squad coming from surgery and injuries. Why don't?
Me agree. Nobody now Black Road, but I know that at the point. The point is, as unseen, so we are
Yeah.
look on you know, since as it really take a younger player, give him that exposure, that experience. Take one of our young, bright talent, them and carry him. I understand. Look one player eye. Look how much players have
Yes,
been
I called
injured.
someone else's name. I said Trevante Stewart. They said, all right then. You don't call Boza.
And
Call Trevante
and
Stewart.
I say Nico full up.
Yeah, and I ain't said Nikai Fuller. Yeah. It's all in. Me drop the link in the group if you want to come on. I give you a chief, you know. Yeah, well, Javan East and then Monday you could have called. We're in a good form too. Yeah? You run go you call a man with injured, bro. Like, come on. It's all in. Talk to me. An injured man. You tell me say him recover. Recover where? For play where? Play at what level? When you think can cock up some joke football, brother? Think Guatemala and them man there some joke football? Guatemala lead the group. Yeah? Can't love the World Cup. Why would we black road for Boza? But yet all hypocrites files petition for Ravel. Though only heritage players have special ratings on team sports. I that me find out, brother. I that message that I send right now. Say Boza can't injure. What message is he saying to the other players? Boza can get an injury. Hear me, Boza. Shamar Antonio can get an injury, right, people? Listen, can get an injury, do surgery, not play any competitive football or do any proper training at this club, but yet still comes into the team over a player. We have similar, it's similar in some sense, but don't have any injury or no surgery. In just unfit. Right? Better you carry that person in. Better you carry in Boza in. And if then now you're gonna say, all right, Boza wouldn't fit the script because he's not sharp. Then you carry in a Trevante Stewart or a Javan East. That don't make no sense. And that's the question I want to hear the fans answer. For me, Issa Allen. Welcome to the platform, sir.
Oh, what I'm saying, best of night, people. Big up
Yeah,
everybody in the comment section.
graveyard shift, you know.
As usual, you know me there. But me I say unseen. Why didn't I have Black Road for Bowser, man? If this is a perfect opportunity for Bowser, and the coach actually said it himself, and Tony get injured, and Bowser get the opportunity and the chance to play, and he just never grab it with both hands. We can't cry over that. Bowser is coming back. Antonio is coming back now. Is a player that the coach like. If Boza is not doing enough to, you know, get him out of the squad, fine. If you want to call other names now, we can go through that. You know, Trevante Stewart, I wouldn't mind. I don't want to say Javan East, but a Trevante Stewart because he's looking for a specific profile of a type of striker. He already has the Roman Borrell, the Warner Browns, that type of players. So, I mean, a target forward like a Romario Williams, he's worked with Romario Williams. So, hence, that's why you see him probably go back for Romario Williams. You understand? So, I don't think Boza, do enough to command a spot to me over a Michail Antonio. But if you want to go other players, then fine.
Fine, Issa. And I
Yeah,
like
but
that.
Michail Antonio do nothing for get a spot.
That's the next question. We can't just work on
My thing is, you gone already?
No man, in there, man.
Yeah, you can't. Me don't understand that, my boss. No, where you used to determine that him do enough for them. Remember, this man has been out of football for approximately 7 months. No competitive football at all. So what can you do in 7 months of not playing any football that deserve you a spot? Please explain that to me.
Is it of sentiments or is it of
And as me said to somebody
Work of
earlier,
qualification.
Antonio have a lot of credit in the bank, bro. We're talking about Michail Antonio. He can go at the heights of football in the Premier League. Right?
Yeah, but credit make sure
Well, I know, may I say this is Michail Antonio we are talking about. We're talking about Shamar Nicholson, right? Shamar Nicholson not got the heights of football yet him trust me, the potential where we did think him have him not reach them heights. So may I say, this man is a player that the coach work with, that the coach likes, the coach know what he offers when he is on it. You understand? And may I said the man get injured and Shamar come and play. Right, no, you ask me about me not miss me exactly what I say. I try to show you the coach work with this man and him know what I'm asking. I know you're asking me what Antonio do for the last 6 months. That's your ask me. What I say, Shamar been playing for the last 6 months and him don't do nothing. And this man, when not do nothing for the last 6 months, why him do over for the last 4 years? Him still have more credit in the bank than what Shamar do in the last 6 months. And that me I try to show you.
So the question
already know him offer.
So the question is, can he offer? What can he offer now?
Michail Antonio, the usual, bro. The usual. He's always a good target, man. Everybody know that.
He can't.
He cannot.
He cannot.
Sir. Do you read anything at all in England? He's injured. He's not even back in full training with his club. You know why them not want him there? The man literally shattered his foot.
So I say we pick a player that not close to coming back to play football.
Him can run, but he can't do the physical and
I'm telling you.
What do you mean can't do the physical? Michail Antonio, me see a train and a kickball and a do everything.
Yeah, but
the boss training and a kickball different from they go play 90 against a team.
No, but it all start from training. It all start from training. No, Michail Antonio just training with the Reggae Boyz over there in England.
Nobody goes with the national team to get fit. If at the national team, you go to get fit, we're not going to win.
But who says he's going there to get fit?
Cannot get fit in a couple
Who says he's going there to get fit?
That's my point. He's unfit.
But hold on, you know them I missed the biggest point. You're the biggest point them I mix. I use Boza.
No, but I said to you, answer. Don't say the biggest point where I missed because that's the first thing I said to you. I said if I want to use somebody else, don't use that player.
No, I don't need to use anybody else. You know why? Because I use this player. I tell you what me do, I use this player to bring it down to the same level in terms of fitness and which one would be in terms of fitness the worse off. And I believe that Antonio will be worse off on fitness based on his injury that it is still bothering him right now.
No, but may I say to you, Anthony, which I already explained, the coach worked with this player already. You know what this player can offer. And he, in his mind, knows that this player offer way more than Boza. Every day, all day. You understand? So that's why I said just take Boza out tight. Yeah, they tell me about fitness. The coach don't worry about Antonio fitness right now.
Stop worrying about Boza, no, man. And just look at the point where we are talking about.
No, and I'm saying to you, it has to be about Boza because what I say is you have to. It comes down. Remember, say, look what I say, Ansi. If you are going to pick a player, one next person on the line. One next person on the line. But just one next person on the line.
We have where you name?
Stay near my boss.
Where you name? Trevante Stewart.
Oh, Ted there.
Ted, all right, Ted. I'm saying,
Trevante Stewart.
Right? remember, if a player is going to be picked, someone else has to be omitted. So hence, it's going to be, okay, you versus you, you versus you, you versus you. You understand what I'm saying? So if we want to go down the line,
True.
me already give Boza, you know, if you say, all right, Boza, Antonio no play for the last 6 months, Boza get film chance to play, don't get a lot of game time, etc., etc., don't do a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying the coach already work with Antonio, already sees that what Antonio offers, whenever he's ready, is going to be more than what Shamar
But
offers.
he's not ready. He's not ready.
Well,
That's my point. He's not ready.
well, you
Not
have a
ready to
huge
get
point
here.
there. Yeah, but
And
you don't
a
think in
common
the
sense
next,
that.
you
A
don't think
common
in the
sense
next
that.
2 weeks he will be ready, Ted.
A
Or
common
Ansi.
sense that.
No.
But that will be unfair.
Remember, you know,
Why you
my
going
boss.
to carry a sick man to make him ready in a training? Yes, man, what you say to the public?
That's the
All right,
point.
look on
That's
this.
my-
We don't know the
I'm
not
timeline, you know,
saying-
because me, see Antonio already had the training with ball. I'm training the Reggae Boyz, and me don't know who that in my training, but me see my training with people. Me just see a video even today.
So
with
why
him
him don't
train,
train with
same
him
way.
club?
I don't know. Maybe my trainer will just not see. And it's off season
With
now
a
anyway.
Alright.
that brother.
Did you
half
know,
season
Michail
now still, you know.
Antonio.
You know, say if you go, hey, I have a question.
Go ahead.
You know, say if you go on West Ham roster, like them last couple of training rosters, Antonio is not there.
Not listed. Because he probably listed as injured still.
Cause he, you know, my boss,
Come on,
the man
You're
shot
talking
and
what
legs.
the
You know.
coach has said, but you're not looking into things. It's like everything where coach says is
I
viable to you.
understand. You want me to say? Here's my thing. Whether it be Shamar Nicholson or whosoever, I believe that picking a national, and I will always stand by this. I don't care who you are. Picking a national team should. Oh, that is why Brazil has struggled so much. They pick names and not players who are informed.
No, but this is the thing, you know. This is the thing, you know.
And then the ramp,
Ah,
then the ramp,
look at
yes,
I agree with that, you know. I agree with that, you know, Ted.
Let me say one
I
more.
got you.
Look pan Spain. Look pan France. We can call 7 big name players who are not in
All right,
France.
no,
squad
but we don't have the
because they
same
go
luxury.
for
We don't have the same luxury, Ted.
informed.
We don't have the same luxury,
But we
Ted.
don't have the same
And that's why
luxury.
we don't have the same luxury. And see
What do you mean by we don't have the
Ted,
same
look at
luxury?
this. Look at this, Ted. Look at we don't have the same luxury.
No,
We don't have the same luxury.
Because
Look
we
at
have the
this.
same
Look at this.
luxury, we take
Look
up
at
a
this.
man, we must have been put on to the nice squad.
Me I said to MG like about 5 minutes ago. Look at this. Zin, Michail Antonio no play for the last 6 months because of injury. And them a man where I play, the coach overlook them just to pick a man where I come off of the hospital bed, bro. What that say about the player them we been a play for the last 6 months? What do you think that say about them?
No.
What do you
That
think
says
about them?
how poor the coach decision making is.
It's not about poor.
That we don't
You
wanna
see,
say,
if them
but
man
me I
when they
say
knock down the
poor.
door, you see,
It's
it's not poor, bro.
The coach is poor.
It show you
Coach is
how
poor.
poor the player them be. And that
Ravel Morrison.
it show you how poor the players them be.
Ravel
That's what
Morrison.
it shows you. Because if them man when they knock down the door, the
No.
coach could have locked in and pick any one of them and left out Antonio. Me I tell you that
The coach,
they have been so
get
poor.
Let me ask you a question. Right? Do you believe? And this is 2 questions I have to ask. Question number 1. For the last 5 years, out of Shamar Nicholson and Michail Antonio, who has more goals for Jamaica?
Shamar.
Cool. Ravel Morrison. Me left that alone. Me not talk about nothing else. So. Ravel Morrison, love the guy, was a good player. You know what I use? Ravel is not even playing in the first tier.
But we don't go to Ravel, because with that is a never ending story.
And
But on the part I show.
no,
but
I'm saying this. Me not talk about this. I'm saying this because me I tell you, the coach is making some poor decision. He's trying to be safe. He's not doing his job by going out there and looking for who are with talent.
We don't have the same luxury, bro. We don't have the same luxury. We don't.
But we don't have the same luxury. You stop it, man, more luxury.
We don't have
You
the
have
Ted.
to stand up for
Ted,
something,
I
brother.
haven't seen mine look up already. We probably can't convince you.
All right. Want me give you
Jamaica situation.
want me give you 5 midfielders we could have picked?
Hold on,
Want me
Ted.
give you 5 midfielders we could have
Hold
picked
on,
over Ravel Morrison?
unseen mine make up already. But may I say we don't have the same luxury. And this is we don't know how they can't see this. Why you think the coach go for players, right? Why you think the coach would have to pick a player when not play? How many players we have played for the last 6 months? Why you think that is? Because nobody's kicking down the door,
Because
bro.
he's weak.
No,
He's
I
You know,
don't
the,
think
weak
you
it's
know, you
and
weak.
know,
have
early
Nobody's
no
B.
kicking down the
technical
door.
capability.
Hold on. You know, early B,
He is
just
weak
check something.
with limited technical ability.
Hold on, Ted. You know, early B say something, and this is what I agree with. But we know, say, the world level, a man are equals. Right? Watch this now. Antonio is getting preferential treatment because of his pedigree and the leadership quality he brings to the squad. He presents alone can inspire the team. So the coach is concerned about that. So presence in my work on in the squad for World Cup. Pedigree.
And see, you see, when you in the hot seat, me guarantee I'm gonna make some assimilation. But one more
Reggie,
assistant.
the
So
coach
Bobby
had to do
Reed, so
something
Bobby
good
Reed,
sometime
so
and then
Bobby
just
Reed injured
do
right
some
now.
foolishness
Bobby Reed
sometime.
injured right now. Bobby Reed shouldn't get called either.
Himself,
No, but Bobby was playing consistently coming up to the him injured. It's not like he's been out for 5-6 months. No, he was
and
playing
the
consistently
coach
day
spoke
in,
on
day
Bobby
out.
Reed injury, you know. The coach spoke that he will be ready. So you mean?
So, and I like say Bobby Reed is out for
Him not
5-6 months in
speak,
my
him
boss. Bobby Reed has been playing
that
consistently. The last time Michail Antonio kick a ball was about December 3rd in my boss. My boss had June with him. June. Man, I've had less injuries than that and still not kick a ball all now.
So
Come
what has
on,
the
brother.
coach said
Look
about
on, all right, look
Antonio?
on
What has
Rodri.
the
I
coach
don't
said about
you know?
Antonio and him timeline?
All right, listen to this. Rodri, Ballon d'Or player, not two. Wrong, am I right? Best defensive midfielder in the world. Wrong, am I right?
right.
Right.
He's currently back in full training with City. You know that, right?
But you can't. That's what I
Full
say.
training,
You
which
see,
means
that's the point man
I mean,
making. We
no,
don't have the
I'm
same
telling you.
luxury. You're talking about Rodri being out and
No,
then can go
listen
pick
to my
other
boss.
world class players to
No, man,
replace
it's not
Rodri.
about luxury, man. No,
We don't have
listen
that
to
the
my
No,
luxury,
boss.
the
Listen to
boss.
you see, you lock yourself
We
Hear
don't
what
have
me I
that the
say, no,
luxury,
man.
one
you lock
boss.
yourself in a one place.
Listen what me I say, no, man. The point why I explained to you why me I say Rodri is a world-class player because he's the best in his position. Spain did not call him because he's been out for so long. This man has not played football for almost a year. And I'm not really luxury, a common sense.
Come on.
Him sharpness I go down.
Capital sense, brother.
Him reaction time I go down. Him match fitness I go down. Calling him is suicide.
But may I say,
I mean, you
we
can't
don't
tell
have
me
the
say
same
Rodri is not a
luxury.
bigger influence in Spain than Antonio.
Bro. Rodri
It's
can
not
out
about
and them and them
luxury
go
or
pick up
common sense.
a Zubimendi and a Michail Marina. We don't have that the luxury, the boss.
Michael Morrison and Zubimendi they cannot replace
We never say
Rodri.
can
Can't.
replace him, but they are at a very, very high
I'm the
level.
point that my
They're
G.
at a very high level.
But I'm
Can
the
you say
point
that
that
about our players?
Yes, so we are trying to tell
Michael
me, say.
Antonio is an
So you are
outstanding
trying to
player
tell me, say.
for his club, not for the country, my
Me not
boss.
for the
Michael
country.
Antonio don't have more goal than Shamar. So you can't say he's an outstanding Jamaican player because his stats doesn't show that.
Thank you.
So when we look on that, yes, he's outstanding internationally. You have to give him
Better the man in the car, Mother
he has
Zilla
been
on him,
great.
man. Mother Zilla.
You get me I come from. And
70
Michail
squad.
Antonio, if he wasn't injured, all day, all night, up for me. He must be in the squad. If he wasn't out for 6 months, all day, all night, he must be in the squad. But a man cannot kick football for 6 months. Not even for your club. Not even for your club. Injury. He's not even on the injury roster list to how bad it is. But yet in our national team, I look for start. I leave him lift up and go back to England, man. The man the coach go on, man.
Yeah, man. Joke thing him a go on, man. You gotta tell me about preferential treatment, pedigree,
When you
why
talk
man
about
injured.
when you talk about pedigree, me tell you
If
who
Michail
players will
Antonio
give
can go up
line.
on the
You see,
field
you see,
and
Spain,
score, I said,
if
"Jah
Spain
know."
did bring Rodri, would I understand. You see, if certain club did bring certain player, you understand because these are world class player. You think Uruguay call Suarez?
No, sir.
You think Uruguay is calling Suarez? You think them call Cavani? These are world class players.
I dominate MLS.
You know how much minute Messi get yesterday? Benching come off.
Bro. Oh, no, Mr. Fight, bro.
Germany, you hear me?
The man, they
Yeah,
pass
I
some
hear you.
world class
I'm trying
level,
to say that
Okay.
these
right?
are
We
greater
don't have the
I'm
we
players,
don't
happy.
have the same
greater
luxury. We don't
players,
have the same luxury,
and they are
bro.
left out of the squad.
You see the replacement way they talk about for the player that we are talking about Shamar Nicholson. Just think about that.
All right, but compare them for the national team. Who is better?
You know, say you,
No, can we go
you know,
there?
say
Compare their
you painting the,
contribution to the
you, hold on
national
a Ted,
team.
Ted,
Who's better?
hold on Ted. You painting the thing and stick it towards Boza only. And I just said to you that don't look at that. Look at the message it is sending. But you now see the message it is sending. It's a Germany, want to hear from you. What do you think about it?
Now, let me man them finish first. Um,
Mm.
is that I think what the coach do in contradict himself, and I kind of agree with but you have to look on it. In says Shamar no fit and Shamar no ready. You can say the same thing for Antonio. The coach if it change his statement, just come out and saying drop and Boza because he just think that he's not performing. Just come out and say that, and we understand that. But his statement, is just all over the place, all over the goddamn place. Um, that's the only problem that I have with him. He just contradict himself over and over and over. But Isa also said to also it have a valid point. We don't have the luxury to choose from. And the coach is the problem, is the cause of all these problems. It's either he's picking the team or not. But he contradicts himself. And then have us argue with each other now because of his inconsistency and the stuff he said. And we they are kill himself over his foolishness. And guess what? He's gonna keep on doing this. The, before the game, he's gonna say something inconsistency again, and after the game, he's gonna say it again about our mother still again. He keeps on doing this with Ravel Morrison. He keeps on doing this. The problem is the coach's statement, and until we don't realize that, he's gonna keep on doing this. We're gonna keep on tying up ourselves. And that's what I see it.
And that's exactly what I'm just saying. The coach needs to take some licks because he's unwilling to do what coaches do, to take the risk, to take the tactical and technical decisions that is going to benefit the team in the long run rather than try the safe route. Running for Ravel Morrison and Michail Antonio is doing the safe route. This
But
is not.
This man,
all
You
right,
will
so
say,
big
all
you
up
right.
hear
on
the
this.
Let me
argument
give you an
that
example.
you guys hate
Let me give you a big example.
Antonio just by it.
Tyrese Campbell was something there. Young player of the season, young player of the year.
Mhm.
This is where you as a coach look at that now. This is a boy that has been playing at a very high level, young player. Say, you know what? He's in play up top. Let me risk it. Let me look at what he brings to the table. You're gonna tell me, say you're gonna care one man. Probably you're gonna start a man when I kick football for 6 months. And nobody not say that is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
And
right.
we have
I get you.
a lose with the young youth. Then me say, all right, me get it now, man.
In
Yeah,
just not saying the
you have
in
to
just
get
all
lick
over
for
the
that.
place.
You have
All
to
right,
get lick for that,
All
man.
right, Carla, check this out now, right? How about I think he's gonna weed out people. Come out and say, you know what? Because remember after the USA game, right? He said some stuff, and in basically say players are not good enough, right? But in the one set like that, if you're not good enough to be if you're in the dressing room, not good enough to caress the ball, and blah blah blah. Because we were outmatched, we were outplaying everywhere, and just come out and say there's players here that doesn't need to be here, and we're gonna make some changes. In just won't say that. Now, Shamar Nicholson is not performing. He's not performing. Leon Bailey is not performing, right? And so, if I'm gonna if I'm gonna drop Shamar Nicholson for not performing, but don't say the man not fit. Because when they say he's not fit, and they put a Michail Antonio in a team, it
I
exposes you.
and a Ravel
Thank
Morrison.
you.
All
I
right.
a
Thank you,
Back to
Germany.
what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Hold on. Back to what I'm
Thank
saying
you.
about Revel a few months ago, right? When he said that, I said, no matter what league you're playing in, and then him get caught saying because in the league and that league, and them Jai, about 3 or 4 dub plate make a fight, right? Playing all over the place. Next thing you know, him calling Revel Morrison. The coach is the problem. is oh my God, bro.
Jeremy,
He's a
Jeremy say,
problem,
what if
Me
I
agree.
double plate, mate?
I agree.
brother. There was a there was a sound bite
Me
that said,
agree.
"I don't care what league you're playing. No, I don't care what league you're playing." You and then and then the press conference, they merged them together, and I guess that must have reached him. I don't know if that reached him, right? But then next thing you know, Mr. Rebel Morrison, and his statement on Sportsmax, so Revel is the best is the best player to bring down a low block team. Why the hell he didn't call him when we were playing um the team to qualify to the Gold Cup? Why you never call him? Since we playing a lesser Caribbean team, and you know they're gonna be, brother, the man is all over the place.
Hold on,
It's
I gotta
all
tell
over
you
the
something.
place.
I tell you something, man. I tell you this is what this I think this is what is happening. It's just me and my theory. I think that him now do a lot of the work. Him have people who him put in places who are doing some of the work, him like scouting and looking at players. And when him get the report from these players, these persons don't give him certain names. So when the YouTubers them come out now and the word spread now, why Ravel in the team and this, that, and the third. And when him really go back, go look upon where him look upon now, then him bring him back Ravel. You get where I come from?
So
That's
this go
what I mean.
back to speed for hiring an incompetent coach, right?
In my opinion, yes.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I don't. So far, me, I'll be honest. You analyze his performance. You analyze how the team is playing. You look on everything. I don't.
He's
I
making
don't.
some
I'm not
progress. Yes, I
impressed.
don't mean incompetent. I take that back.
I'm not.
I shouldn't say
Mm,
incompetent. Okay, let me take
I
that
don't.
back.
I'm not impressed. Put it that way. I'm
Let me
not
take that
impressed.
inconsistency
And
back. I
you
say
see, for me,
yeah, I take that
you see,
incompetent back
okay.
as
You see,
inconsistency. I
for
take that back.
me,
I take it back.
when you look on a coach of a national team like Jamaica, and a lot of people like we say we now have the luxury and this and that and Ray and T, compared to many other teams, Caribbean, all over the place. We have options. We have options. We don't have to do what we're doing. When we have coaches, because look here, all right, look, let me give you an example.
Mhm.
And this is what me now gonna stop saying. When you look at the big teams and what they do, you can tell. When you look at a team that has a player like Antoine Griezmann who have won World Cup, Dembele, Mbappe,
Mhm.
and what they did was go for the youngster. Is when a coach look for you and say, "I'll risk it." When you look for Spain, we have certain amount of talent, and them say, "No, we're not gonna play you, even though you have won so much for us. You're so talented. We're gonna try with the
But
youngster
brother,
because
them
he's
have
in
the
form."
luxury. We don't.
Stop worrying
That not
about
really
luxury.
luxury
What
because
about you know
coach
why
had to play.
the luxury argument.
It has nothing to do with
You know why
luxury.
luxury
The
argument.
coach had
Hold
to
on a
take
sec.
a risk.
You know why luxury argument. Null and void.
Luxury,
You know
brother.
why luxury
Well,
argument
coaches
null
at
and
Jamaica
void
not take risk, none at all.
is because of the situation between um him Antonio. Antonio had a what again Ted? Shattered what? Shattered what? Which part of him body?
Him leg.
Leg.
I think I did him. I don't know if I'm film
So to
or
replace Antonio is not nothing hard to do. You can either carry somebody that you want to fix that is easier to get fitter, if that is the case. Because based on what you said to us, is that you're not going to use the national team to get anybody fit. So what are you doing with Michail
So there
Antonio?
you go again, contradicting himself again.
So when you come with the luxury argument, now we have to abolish it because it is null and void in this
No,
case.
but Mr. I don't agree with Antonio tonight. I don't. We get Mr. that up front. But brother, we just don't have the luxury like Spain on the. All right, listen. Me as someone
No,
else,
no,
right? So
man,
with
stop say
him,
that, man.
at first I wasn't impression of a drop like some of these
Jamaica
players.
just don't. Jamaica don't. I'm gonna say this again. Jamaica do not. Our coaches don't, and our international coaches, none at all, don't work with young players. They do not.
Yeah.
Look at all right. Let me ask you a question. You have watched Jamaica play the last 6 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of Kareem Dixon and Leon Bailey, who gives you more effort
Kyle
out there
Dixon
for the
by
wing?
200 miles. Kyle
Then
Dixon
why
by
the hell on
200
God's hurt
miles.
Leon? Because the coach now no balls.
Kyle Dixon by if brother, if it's me alone, Leon Bailey
And
would
it's the
not be in
same
national
thing
team.
I'm
I
saying.
call him Leon Feely. It's Leon Feely for Jamaica. Don't get me wrong, you know. He achieved a lot.
He's an outstanding
He
player. I would
Champions League,
agree
he
with that.
scored a goal. Hold
But
on,
you
no?
poor
And he does a lot. I respect him one for his family and for himself. When it comes to the national team, he tush, right? And bro, just if you can't do 100% of your national team, just go. Just go. He tush. Every star in a CONCACAF step up for them team, except for Leon Bailey. And we're not picking on him. It is just the truth. He doesn't shine for the
Let
national
me give
team. He doesn't. Kaim Dixon give you more
let me
than
give
this
you
guy.
I agree to him. I agree.
Mr. Lee, let me give you another example, right? When you listen to me. The coach for Spain, I mean I tell you say this now nothing to do with luxury. You see this coach for Spain? Today he started a 20-year-old youth from host Dion Ajus, whatever I want him. Okay, I'm calling him, right?
Mm.
On the bench, he had experienced player. He had a youth named Vivian, or whatever I want
No,
him.
it's a big
Him
pedigree.
have
No, use the word pedigree player. A big
and
pedigree
these
player.
no, him have the pedigree them on the bench. And this is a semi-finals in a nation league. You know why the coach went ahead and did
He
that?
might try something new.
Because the coach worked with who in a he worked with who in a farm. And he's not afraid to risk it with the young players. If him young and him in a farm, him go play.
But that's Spain. Yeah, that's true. That's different coaches.
That not Jamaica. It no
No,
matter.
that's true.
Kaim Dixon could have
Unless you use Woodard
Cephas can
Speed.
score 97
Unless you use
goals
Woodard Speed and Craig
in a
Button.
one game.
Nobody
The
else
next
doing
match him a sit down on the bench.
it.
That can't work, my boss.
Even
But
Me
that
look
is the
Sharper
on
never
biggest.
done
this
like
Michail
That is
like
the
Clark.
biggest problem with the
Don't play
fans.
this
You know,
team.
to understand what it takes to
Man, talk if
start.
ball.
What is the rubric the coach using to pick his team to start in his squad? It is not clear.
Nobody until today, me no know.
Me not understand. We are wonder if him doing it. Boy, I don't know. Him it, as a person who aspire to want to be a coach, generally, I want to this man for really try to say, I gotta say, all right then. I want to learn from him.
Well, but all this nonsense with the fans are arguing this and that, right? I heard it all, and it's what the coaches do. Just like when Al Grimson, before him left, when
Coach a
Leon
play.
Bailey said, I don't
All
know if it
games
was
not the
whatever.
garbage from day
Well, I
one.
know, and Bailey said, when he put Bailey on the squad, and Bailey said, false alarm is not coming. Even after all that, the
All
coach was still
games
behind.
supposed to
I
live up.
tried fight for the man come. When the man said not coming, that's why JFF went on suspending.
You know why? You know why? Because they are afraid to take a risk.
No, but
You see, I
with the
want him to
name, the
learn.
man is not doing
Right.
shit for us. He doesn't do nothing.
Put
Brother,
him one side if him not
No,
nothing.
but they
let me
that's
tell
the
you something.
point.
When the first time I saw the man tush, and the excuse was when we tied Mexico 2-2 in the Azteca, and Leon Bailey get two chances to kill the game, to win the game for you and tush. And what this man in Europe for how long, playing at Bayern Munich Stadium all over Europe, is gonna say, "Hey, the first time I've been in the Azteca, the first time I've been in the Azteca." You expect that from a JPL player, not from him. And guess who brought that dirty excuse? The coach. It was the first time Leon Bailey beat in Azteca. That was some bullshit. Excuse my language, I'm
All
saying.
right. Well, I know. World Cup qualify. My listen to this, you know. Sally, my listen to this to me. My you understand.
Yeah.
And this is how you understand how big coaches are big coaches. Brazil played today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brazil on the right wing, Brazil started at 18-year-old. I'm gonna tell you who on the bench.
Ancelotti.
Now you listen to me.
Ancelotti, yeah. What?
Well, I know, man. Now you listen to me. So I try to explain to you, say, oh, the coach is the problem. When you listen to who they on the bench, you know, you have Martinelli, you have
Mm-hmm.
Rafinha,
Mm-hmm.
you have Cunha, can play out there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Anthony, have an outstanding season
Mm-hmm.
for Real Betis, can play out there as well, right? Those are four players who are playing in the top league. And him take a 18-year-old boy who play locally and start him out wide. That is a coach who is
I
willing
can't
to
wait to
risk
answer
it for
this.
the biscuit.
You ready for my answer now? After you finish. You ready for my answer?
Yeah.
All those players, I like what Ancelotti do. You take a chance with a young player. Two things.
Yeah.
Two things from that. Those players they all be failed in Brazil. Every single one of them, they failed in Brazil, right? And
They do
wait,
what?
no, wait, no, wait, no. I'm sure they come and put their ass on the bench. The ass is on notice that their spot is not safe, right? And you see, on a seasoned player out there play for top club, and an 18-year-old come and get you in a place. And I actually like that very call. I like that. If our coach can have the balls to bench Leon Bailey, benching Clark, then maybe he will start play better. And you're right. I agree with you. Good move,
He's
actually.
going to because that's cool, man.
Good fucking move. Good
And
move.
that is the problem. This is the problem when I have with my coach.
Yes.
My coach takes zero risk, none at all.
Brother, it's like the Leon
When
Bailey
you
get
look
reward for not playing
locally,
good. It's like he get reward for not
well,
playing
on
good.
man.
Me and man
Like
look
him
for me and
alone,
tell me say because he
locally.
not because my play for Premier League he can't get benched. What the fuck? Hey, come on, man.
Germany.
Locally,
Germany.
Yeah.
we have been in an
Why Mr. United that come off for you, sir?
Why who?
Mr. United that come off for you.
Brother, listen to me. Let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. I don't want to see the thing. Just have this conversation. To
Okay.
me, listen, I will attack yourself.
You see,
We attack yourself. I have no time to
you
side with
see,
distraction.
what I did,
Okay.
I looked,
Okay.
I
Get
looked
me,
at
Unseen?
what
I
happened
get you.
Don't time to side with
in the local
distraction.
Premier League.
I'm not a
Right?
bootlicker or ass kisser.
I
Okay.
saw,
Just keep it real.
Okay.
I saw Nikai Fuller. I saw what Ellis in here from racing. In at the peak of them farm of them, like they're playing outstanding football, right? I mean, I watched them, I see them technical ability, and I said, like, these boys young, and I think players like these they want to bring. We go put better players around them to improve what they can give to you, right? And me see we get a game and me say bring one of those attacking players and introduce them. You know who the man go for?
Right.
Maggie. I nearly dropped
And
down
Maggie
dead.
alone, Airborne.
Until today they made at me.
And him go for them
from
too,
that
you
them
know.
realize.
And him go for them a recommendation them
No,
get from somebody else, you know, and take them, you know.
We don't have a
The
head coach
local
then.
man, local man, them we are select players, so
So
wicked
we
man them
don't
too.
basically ask we don't have a head coach then.
No, but the head coach now, or head coach that select so much man, and him don't know them. Come on, be fair to the head coach.
So we don't need a head. So we are paying for.
He not take the time out.
In him.
He not take the time out to come do it. I remember, you know, you can't blame him alone. No. You blame the man that hire him too. Because him job description, don't tell him to come do no camp with no local baseballer.
The boss, he doesn't need to do camp. This is Seneca full of ass.
The man now look better. The man of people put in place. And the man them when put in place, we are look on the man them, brother. And them are the problem. Them have them favorite. Oh, Arbonne and Maggie make the squad.
Brother.
Unseen. Next time we have a discussion, Unseen. Don't try sidetrack the show, man. You understand?
Jeremy,
don't try
to see I done that now, man. So I don't know. No.
All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
It pain me heart, man. How we football are better? Young talent like them, they want to carry go play with good quality superstar around them and make them feel good. Improve them talent. Then we work harder for your team. Do you know why Brazil always have local players in their team? Because the local players them work 10 times harder than the man that you.
You're the football shake up in Jamaica. You have one youth to play for Chapeltown name. Oh, that youth don't make the under 20 team. Jamaica under 20.
Them still don't make no sense.
Right? And the next thing too. I mean, understand. So my time, people always say Unseen Sports want the team full of JPL players. You know Ted? But you know what them problem? Them a try
say about the good one.
No, they want to spread bad narrative for Unseen Sports. I never ever come out here and say, yo, full up the team with 13 or 14 man for the JPL. You're mad? And any man will say that
Unseen, you advocate for JPL players.
I advocate for the ones that do well. Speak about that.
Yeah. No, I think Unseen. Sometimes, man, you sound ridiculous sometimes.
No, I cannot sound ridiculous when I advocating for the ones that
I like the people that are beat King. I don't agree with that. I think he's doing well. Kyle Ming have a good game the other day. This is just
Kyle Ming not playing a squad, Jeremy. Kyle Ming not playing a squad, Jeremy.
No, Unseen, keep on trying to tell you this. Every time
If
you
you
have a
want to bring
conversation, you come to me
old gate,
with them. You come to me
he
with
could have
them.
bring me.
I'm gonna keep telling you,
Ming
don't
your
come to me with
man.
that
You
dead
can see,
No,
foolishness.
sir,
Everybody,
Ming have one.
Mr. Lee,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to bring old gate, he could have bring me.
Hold on, so Calming not in the team.
Yeah, you may squad.
No, me I say if you want to bring old gate, he could have bring me.
Why you said that to Oldgate?
The thing
Why
me
you
and you
mention
could
Oldgate?
have shared 45
No,
pounds.
in the rate.
Why you
Eh?
mention? Why you mention Oldgate?
Big man old gate can defend.
I guess I disagree with you. But listen, I am not going to argue about
That
local
man has
player and
that.
JPL player.
Let me tell you,
I'm not going to argue
wrong.
about
Well,
foreign
well, well,
overseas
well.
player. You do have some people
That man
who,
has
well, no, bro.
zero
I'm not going
defensive
to get into that.
awareness.
I'm not going to do that
None.
because at the end of the day, the whole way are Jamaican, right? I'm not
You know
going
what
to do
say?
that.
You know what say? Him out of contract, right?
Ansi know me stand already. Hold on, brother. Hold on, Carl. Ansi know me stand already. I don't do this overseas versus local fight. No, that's for the coach's decision. And any team the coach pick, me I go.
No. I know that's
Wait,
overseas.
let me finish now.
I
I
know
am
that's
not gonna do that,
overseas.
and I'm not like some people who hate JPL player or who hate. You have some that want no overseas player. Period. Right? I'm not one of those. I am just
No, me
want
not depend that.
the
If you
best
know good
player play
wrestling,
for the
me not think
team,
Mason will do.
and the coach needs to make the right decision. That's all I want. That's all I
But
want.
Jeremy,
Yeah,
Old
but
gate
Jeremy,
flat line.
you have some people
yeah.
that don't want to see certain player from the JPL, even if them perform for them country. Or you add
Yeah.
that up. Or you
I'm
add that
sorry.
up.
Say again.
You
Say
have
again.
some people that don't
No,
want to see a JPL player
Jeremy,
in
me
the
have a
squad
question for Jeremy.
because even if them perform well for them country, they don't want to play in the squad. The JPL player in the squad.
Ah.
So Jeremy,
That
you
is
just start
unfair.
old gate over king. You just start old gate over king.
Of course,
Next
they
time,
must
well,
have.
no, listen to me. I'm gonna say this to you guys. Hold up. Let me say one more time again. You will never get me into local versus overseas. You're not gonna get me there. But I, well, no,
I'm a local
listen to
over.
me.
That's a
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I need
Unseen.
to start with them. Forget
No.
about that.
Listen to me, bro.
Who
Unseen.
oh, that be a
Hold
perfect
on.
box.
Hold on.
God.
Unseen. Be truthful, right here. May I always let someone in that foolishness, right? Be honest.
Yeah,
True.
Be
yeah, I
honest.
true. Me hear enough time I say that. And
No.
on that,
Just be
me I
honest.
say, give me
You're
a
not
box.
gonna get me
You
in that.
start in the phone.
You're not gonna get me in that. And you're not gonna
You
hear me come out.
you
You
have
know,
a set
JPL
of back
player is good.
where they like to
Are
play.
you not gonna get me there? You're not gonna get. So me I split down the middle. Me and
Nobody not
Travis
try that.
reason, and Travis understand me. But I'm not. You not get me in that.
Me
Yeah, but Jeremy,
me
just listen to
always
the
like
question we must say now.
100.
And if
All
you
right.
don't
Yeah.
want to answer,
I
then no.
asked.
No, I am not. You,
No,
brother.
I
Now you're not getting me. No local versus overseas thing. You're not
No,
getting
we're
me in
not
that.
worrying now. I'm just telling you.
no, I just want to know. Sorry, say you say you now go pick then. Tell me what would be your preferable back four.
My
Let me tell you what
back
the defender
four.
them will have.
Uh-huh.
When pick. Me
All
I'll
right.
tell you the
Let me give
defender
you
them
my
when
back
pick,
four. Let
and
me
then
give
you
you my
pick a
back
back
four.
four.
Right.
Go on.
My
Yeah.
left back is gonna be the acting captain. You know who that, right?
How would that?
Bell.
Bell, man.
Omari
Yeah,
Bell.
Ben.
Beside Bell, Ethan Pinnock, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Then,
That have to go come.
brother, you asked me a question. Who more for
Even
the
I
left?
World
No,
Cup.
remember say I
No, man,
two
that's
different
just
squad,
go
you
on.
know.
That's
No.
go on.
Just brother,
No,
ask
man,
me.
I see basically same player them. Go on.
You asked me, yes, right? Beside him, but boy, but I either close my eye and hold my nose, but I put Damian Lowe there, right? And out on the right, of course, my boy, of course, Dexter. I'm not Kieran Watson, Dexter. That's my four. That's my back four.
Can
That's
I
my back
ask you
four.
a question?
Lambo
Can
Keita.
I ask you a
Yeah,
question?
Lambert is my
Why
right back.
why
Yeah.
why 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 Damian Lowe over King?
Huh?
Why
So
Damian Lowe
you
over King?
asked me, okay, I just think that Damian Lowe have a faster,
All right.
in recovery faster, but even though he makes some rush tackles, he's a better tackler than King, right? Now, don't say now that me hate Pan King or this. You ask me what's my preference, right?
No.
And I
You
tell you what,
can't. No, this is not. This is. I mean, like say, a low you're picking up. Two man that come from Barna, Jamaica. You know. So
see, yeah, there you go again with the
there's
Band of
no
Jamaica stuff
problem with
again.
that.
No.
But I
So
tell
let
you,
me
Damian
say,
Lowe
I'm not
have a faster
understand. Is our
recovery
coach.
than King, and you understand if you make a mistake, he
All
come
right.
back fast.
so what about passing the ball?
Um,
No, I'm
you know
getting
what
there. You
though?
see,
King
there's
is
something
very
I
good
don't
at passing
understand
the
because
ball.
we coach.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
because
What
answer
he
you
about
like
have to
that. That's
choose
what he
one,
like.
right?
He
You have
like
to
ball
choose
and
one, okay? You have to
so
choose one.
which one you prefer to choose?
pick your circle.
I'll just tell you, I'll choose Damien Lowe. I'll choose
Because him
Damien
is
Lowe.
a good tackle, is a tackler,
Not
him
that
rush,
it's a
him
Damien Lowe
rushing
can make
tackle.
a rush tackle, but hold on, Damien Lowe is more experienced than King. He give you more. And hold on, going forward, Damien Lowe very good amp and dead ball situation, like corners and free kick coming over, right? Now, I'm not hating on King, right? I'm not one of those people hating on him,
Me know you
right?
not hate
Brother,
one
will
King Germany.
not get me on this local bus overseas. Let me tell
Germany,
you
me
one
know
more
you
time.
not Germany. And that mean I like good you never want to give your opinion yet. Because
But
you feel like
let me
people
just
are
give it to you
target you.
while ago, I'm saying.
Why you
But
think
tell you
people are
why when I go
target
to
you?
Damien Lowe.
We just have
What else you
question
want
your
here?
opinion. You don't want nobody question your opinion.
No, but what else you want here? But
All right,
just give it to you
all
a
right.
while ago.
No, but me a question your opinion. So if you say something, I'm gonna say, oh, why you do that? Why you think that way? That's it. We not cover you down.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why we choose Damien Lowe, right? Because Damien Lowe is good on set piece. He's good at corner. He's good at free kicks, and he recover faster, right?
That's it,
He make a
please.
mistake, he recover faster. Am
All
I
right,
wrong there?
all right. You're right.
Did I say
In
My
anything that was
problem
wrong?
is this. I have seen
oh,
Damian Lowe play so many games that we not win. So doing the same thing over and
hold
over
on,
and
But
hold
my
stuff
on,
Damien
like
Lowe is
it's
a
a
hold on,
madness.
defender,
hold
you
on. Out of him say I one right me game.
One.
Set piece.
Nah,
Set
I love
piece.
Damian Lowe, but
Set piece.
me have
You
to
know,
make some
let me tell you
changes.
something again now. Me I tell you something again now. Them always they say and Ted can back me.
I have to make some
The
changes.
moment you like you love tackle, at the moment you're not a good defender if you love tackle. And any good coach can tell that. So
Yeah, the less you have
less,
to,
yeah.
the better. But
All right, let
my
me
thing
ask
is
you a
not
question,
that
right?
easy.
There was that
My
game.
thing is this:
Let
we
me
have
ask
been
Tony a
hold
question,
on.
right?
We have
There was
been
that game we were
we have
playing
a, this
USA.
is my thing with the defense. We have been picking that back line again and again and again, and we lose.
Yes. Squares are kill way. When
We have
low in
to we
that.
have to
Square that
when
kill
do
way.
we change something?
Square
When
with
the
Yeah.
that
top
kill
out
way.
more, and the
Square.
two of them
So
run.
unseen.
And
So are you
I'll agree
saying that
two of
all
them.
the stuff that I list
Change
about
man.
Diamond, right? You disagree with Diamond in the team, you'd have play King over him.
Yeah, because King has shown me
And guess
We
what,
more,
have to take
more,
him
Unseen?
over
more.
him because
And guess what,
the
Unseen?
team started.
I
Yes.
will not argue with you. That's your preference, and I have to respect that.
No
You
man,
understand? I have to
you can't
respect that.
question it, man. You can't question
No,
it.
I don't need Unseen. That's the problem with this, right? No, I know you want a debate and stuff like that, right? But and everything else, sometimes you can just agree, disagree, and move on. Me respect your decision, right? I disagree with it, but I respect your decision,
Yeah,
right?
Germany can run this man right
No,
there.
I know, Ron. Me just respect your decision, bro. Sometimes everything we argue about, and everything we argue about,
We're not
Cause
arguing, man. We are
even
debate.
Travis, right now, Simeon Travis are bridging. Because every time I come for the pitch, Travis come for war with me. Are you ever come for Travis? He come for war with me, but now war with you. Right? Right now, me and Travis are bridging. You see me? Nah, man. Me and Travis can reason. We can call Travis and reason with Travis. Travis can call me and reason with me.
Oh,
And everything
God.
he tell me, he keep it. And me tell him something, he keep it. You understand? No, man. I'm saying, brother, the whole of we have the same goal. We want to reach the World Cup, right? And if we pick and fight,
Definitely.
bro, we're not gonna reach nowhere.
But
You understand?
Germany, you got other people
The
when we are big
thing I
and
don't
fight.
know if they can't fight. I just share the opinion,
Okay?
I just share
Yeah.
your opinion.
But I
Germany,
see sometimes
Yeah, just
when you
share
get
your
some man
opinion.
up and show them I argue, I fuss and
so
even yesterday when you
that
call
make
me
it
show,
things
them I said,
spicy
don't say
sometime, man.
unseen a while enough. Unseen a while enough. No, it's not unseen a while enough. And the whole I said, Mr. Look, I said, I don't want to answer you, because I know say trouble you come to make, Me know say trouble you come to make. Me know say trouble you come to make.
No, hold on. Even though we're going to make some trouble, though, Germany, it is clear that most, not saying all, most people in the diaspora don't like the JPL player, no matter if them perform well.
And that's true. But Anthony,
That's
you can't
facts.
change their mind. Just leave them alone. You can't
Me not
change their
that
mind.
trouble.
And you have some of y'all who don't like no overseas player. There's some
Right,
man
and we
right
are
now
burn
who
them out
this
too.
man
We are
I
burn
ever
out them
show
people
yesterday.
too. You are burn
I
out them
ever
people. All
show
the man we
yesterday.
call in, the man we call in, go matter about no. He mad. Yes, he
Brother,
mad.
me have some past national player. Run the world, them not good. I said, Jesus Christ.
Bridging, you can't make all right. You can't find 5 players.
Because that's emotional reasoning, not
You
logical
can't find
reasoning.
5 top quality players in the JPL league where you can say we are stand up against you know, a USA and really perform up to par. You can't. You maybe find 2 or 3. You can't find 5. So me don't know how people come and talk about unseen sports want 13
But
JPL
unseen,
ball.
sometimes the stuff where you say unseen, sometimes the way you stuff where you say, all
No,
right, earlier,
no, because
earlier,
when I
see when
try
a
to
player,
put the argument in one place, I mean, talk about that. I want to try to win argument. That's all I want to do. Me say it all
tell
the
you, brother,
while. Me say it
you're
all the while.
unseen, man. Unseen, the very unseen.
When you come and you say to me, say, Oldgate, Oldgate, Oldgate should get the nod over King because him there one higher league and him a pedigree ball and this and that and Ray and the
All
foot.
get out of contract.
So
He
me I
wouldn't
say,
even play.
and when me look on the national team, I'm look on King a play. Me nah see where we wanna talk about with Oldgate. What me for say?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
yeah, man. Travis Presser, big up yourself, Travis. Big up yourself.
What me for say? Me
I
for say the
walk
same.
what man that you know. You said Travis
Me for
miserably, you
say the
know.
same thing like
Jesus
when I say.
Christ. Hmm?
I must say the
Unseen,
same thing.
yeah, but look,
You can't
unseen
say the
though. On a
same thing,
serious
brother.
note though, right? Um, I'm gonna ask you want to call a few questions, right? The stuff that we see I implement with the JFF with the coaching up to the I love that, right? And I really do love that. Where the coaching I get, from the primary level come up, and that's one of the major problems. We have man a coach you who don't know A from B, right? And so the glad that I get better. Um, them are implementing a high school. Them have a B license by when I'm not sure when. Um, I like these stuff. I hope I qualify for the
So
World Cup.
give me some speeding props.
No, everybody, listen to me. You hear me say a while ago. Whoever is
Jeremy,
all right,
just
put
give
this
the
way.
man
The
in props,
JFF,
Jeremy. Just call the man
Mr.
name and
Speed,
give him man in
everybody who's
props.
doing this is something wonderful. This is
Yes.
what we need to see more,
Just
more
call
of,
him
right?
name again and give him in props, Mr.
Now,
Jeremy.
man, Rudolph Speed, Northwest, but a man say not a Rudolph Speed thing. A man tell me say I went them Downswell thing. I went
When
them
them done
Downswell
well.
idea,
All
right?
right.
Whoever does that, that's something good. We love that, right? Even you unseen, right? I see you as a young coach, I do your thing. And because 20 years ago, a man like you, right? I would have coached a team and they have a Z license, right? So we have to give enough respect to the changes we are going, right? Um, enough respect to the changes we are going. I like what Miguel Cole do, take for himself and Lego. I like what Speeder do, get himself better, with a coaching education, and it's sure in the JPL final, right? That wasn't on buck up, right? There wasn't on buck up. I'm not care what anybody wants to say. So
What speed?
there's some good things that go on. But I'm seeing a call. I have to ask you one thing now. When we sell the best JPL
When
player,
they have against coaches and
does that make the
win.
league weaker? Do you guys think? Ask me, ask you.
Say that again.
If we sell the best players on the JPL, right? Because all right, this let me go this. When I watch
No,
the league
no, not gonna
sometimes,
further. No.
let me finish this. Let me learn. When I watch the JPL, and sometimes it's hard to watch. The field terrible, the playing terrible. But when I
Since
You
watch
when?
know,
the
say
same,
that
Since
well, let
when?
me
everybody
finish,
Since
everybody
let
when?
me
when
finish,
they
Since
win
when?
in
Since
let me
when?
finish now. Let me finish. Let me land. Let me land. Let me land. But when I watch the playoffs with the top 4 teams, and I remember one time Jerome Wick come out and say, it's the same cycles that play them a recycle. I see what I'm talking about. Brother, it was a different quality with Mobile, Arnett, Mount Pleasant, and Cavalier. It's like those were the best players. I see Chassis better football play. And I say, okay, I see what I'm saying now. So my thing to you guys now, right? If we sell the best players then from those teams, right? Will the league be stronger or weaker? Do you think the league will become weaker? Ask me, ask.
No, no,
Jason Gona, you're on. Jason Gona, you're on.
Yeah,
Just,
man.
no,
Yeah,
just
man.
no,
something here.
no. And let me
Yes,
tell her
Guna,
why.
big up yourself,
Let me tell
Guna.
her why.
Big
Hold
up
on, hold on,
Jeremy.
hold on, hold on,
Progress.
hold on. Me have something for do. Me have something for do. Cause me not like one umbrella man. Dub up. Stop. 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 Provoke the people. Stop it. I'm gonna block you off on my channel if you continue. Stop. All right.
And see, I ignore him. Listen to me. My lawyer said, do not speak to him. So everything he's doing, have evidence me I take. I have a lawyer said, do not say anything to him because I have something going on. She even talk about it. Just
All
ignore
right,
him.
no say no more. Continue.
Make him keep
So,
doing it. I'm screenshotting everything.
what may I say
Let
is,
him keep doing it.
this: when you want development, you need money. And you need players to believe. Players need to can say, oh, right, they know say me play if you on it, me can reach us up. When you have that belief, you get more out of player. So in the long term, it's gonna benefit the league more to sell players. When a player can say, blood fire, me can get a house, a car, we can take care of my family, I do this, and I
Yeah.
play right so, and I do
Uh-huh.
so, that is what you want. So
Mhm.
me encourage it. Sell out them backside
No, but
so
hear
that
what
you
hear
can
what
make
hear
weight.
the thing now. You say if you don't sell the ball, or the ball don't go overseas, Germany say when I say, yo, him not to make the team because him a play,
I see that
Tell them
cartoon, you know.
Yes, I'm catch you now. Yes, I'm catch you now. Catch you. You and Issa go say the same thing. You see me? I say, yes, go
But
now.
Eh,
if they
Yes,
can't live
go
the
now.
JPL,
Timing.
if they can't live the JPL, I just, oh, brother.
No, but you hear
Yo,
what
Wagwan.
wait them say a while ago. Germany,
Ask
if you
a
sell it,
question.
sell it.
Ask a question.
Nobody
Ask
will
No,
that.
do
but
it.
unseen, that's where you come in. You have to make sure so there's a conveyor belt. So when as one gone, one ban, that are your duty.
No, man, that we are don't know. When you say that, we are don't know.
Money alone do that.
All right,
Yeah, big
Jason.
up to the
Money
panel,
do
big
that.
up to the
Hey,
panel, big up
Travis.
to the chat. Yeah,
Travis, you
so
war too much, you know, Travis. Jesus
Hold on,
God.
hold on,
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Jeremy.
Jason. Go ahead,
Jason,
Jason.
you can land.
yeah, man, big up, big up. Me
Big
have
up,
a
Jason. Big,
question
big
though
up.
about the squad we picked, the Gold Cup squad. Is the 26 players like the actual squad, or is it 23 of those players and three alternate?
What the coach is say?
26, I think, are the actual
Let me say I
squad.
can bring up the 26, but maybe
Yeah,
23 at the actual squad. But we
that's
have
what
to
me I
listen
try to
exact.
figure
We
out.
have to listen
That's what me I
exactly what the
try to
coach
figure
say,
out.
and
Yeah,
then we can interpret.
the coach say you can take up to 26,
Mm-hmm.
and few of them are like standby. So
Oh,
me a pre say the last three in the list are actually standby. But me no, I mean, obviously them never have no press conference around it. It's just CONCACAF release it. So I guess when they have the actual Gold Cup press conference, then like
so I'm
maybe
serious.
we
That's what
know.
I got ask, brother.
Yeah, because based on all right, if you look on like Copa America squad, for example, remember say at 26 we name, but three of them was just on a standby. Cause Andre Blade injured and two other man. I think it was like think at the time it was like
And that was also dumb.
Cause me don't want Jason. Me want to know how fit is Antonio
That is
than
dumb.
Boza.
all right, you see with Boza now, I don't know if it ever come out, but I feel like something bigger than actually the football are going.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
I
we
feel
not.
like something else go on, and obviously him not really make it public because as Jeremy and enough people say, it's true. Like if him a say the reason why I'm not called Boza is because what him did say on Sports Max is we not want people in the team and we them again them fitness in our team.
Mhm.
But if he said that, then
Mm.
him can't really justify putting Antonio in it either.
He contradict himself.
You see what I'm
Well,
saying? So
well,
that's why me I wonder if
maybe in a press conference, him I go say, boy, him put him in as one I stand by man them.
But twist
But him drop
himself again.
Antonio out of the World Cup
Eh?
squad.
yeah, Antonio.
Antonio in the
No,
World
he's
Cup
not in the
squad.
World Cup squad. He's in the Gold Cup. But again, I
In
am
the Gold
trying to
Cup.
fi- I am trying to
I do
figure
a
out.
madness.
I am trying to figure out is
Hey,
that
me go
26
say
the
this.
squad or is it just 23 plus three of them man that is standby? That me I try to figure out.
That me I
Anyway, you
say,
want to put it between me and you, coach a madman.
Ah, he contradict himself too often, man.
Lose half. And under that alone, he picked some players that makes no. When me saying I make no
Do you think that him
logical
pick them
sense,
or somebody else pick them?
you're the head coach. I don't care. Big
That's
man,
true. That's
when them
true.
a guy school for being
That's true.
principal, I principal
That's
ain't go for
true.
you.
That's true.
No. When I see we are struggling for creativity, Terry Maggie is playing in a team in our local Premier League and can't dribble past not even the grasp on the blade of field. And when I look, my head coach put Tyreek McGee that the team say want creativity. There's Nikolai Fuller that was in outstanding form, playing excellent football. There was this, what you mean, Ellis from Racing. Boy, a kick ball on it, left, right, and center. Fantastic touches and good on the ball. And he never picked none of them. From that day, I said, that man a madman. He watch football.
Virgin, him now watch the team, brother. Me tell you, say the man send people go look on the man and pick who they want to pick, brother. Arborn and Maggie in a squad charge.
I still,
Is
I don't
Jason
care.
Bona. Can one of you guys take a screenshot at the screen for me? That phone I can't, that whole phone and I'll do it. That phone me depend it. Pass we get that one. Want a screenshot of all them comments? Just send it to my phone, please.
I wish I have Jeremy.
Me not
You lie
understand.
in.
I see. Don't just keep to the show and see. To the show. To the show.
Tom Tavares, Vincent.
Yeah.
Anyway. Back to the
Queen's
Me,
Coast.
not like
East Coast.
me's all about picking players who is in farm. In a farm, you play. If you have been doing outstanding well job for the team, and you got injured, and you just a come back, me understand working with you. But Antonio didn't do an outstanding job, boss.
Is
Antonio
Jason
scored
Bona
about
still
2
there?
goals if he scores so much.
Jason Bona.
Yeah, man, I'm there, man.
Can I ask you a question, right? And let me ask you on this. Do you think the coach is about to start what do you call it now? Weed out players. I'm afraid to say it.
Nah.
The way me see it, this
I'm a
coach is a lot more political than like say Hal Grimson. I think
Him
Hal
just knows it.
Grimson was much more truthful in how he would talk, and I think the way how McLaren see it is he kind of don't want to close the door on players. He don't want to put out things about players. If you notice when there was discipline issues under Hal Grimson, he come out and he
Mm-hmm.
say, to
I
my
think Algrimson
knowledge,
was forced to say it.
I don't even know if he was forced. I just think that's his mentality. Him now want people to look upon him and say he might contradict himself. So him clear
But
up
the
things.
ESM never did want to suspend Lee and Bailey. And the Jeff have to step in and do it.
Yeah,
Okay, go on.
I don't know if
Go
that
on.
was actually true. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I
that's true.
think in
No, no,
that
that's true. That's true.
I think in that sense the JFF was protecting Hal Grimson because they didn't want the people to come down on him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think with McLaren the way him look on it is, look, let me deal with the backlash of contradicting and whatever the
Hey,
case is.
you sure McLaren look at it?
And that's the next thing.
Are you saying somebody go look on the team?
That's the next thing. To what me know
Faith
to
in
what me
McLaren,
know
you know,
to what me know about the coach, he is a player's coach, right? In terms
Yeah.
of the fact, say most people will work with him. They might have
Mm-hmm.
issues with him tactics, they might have issues with other things, but you're not gonna hear no player will play for McLaren and say, yo, me never like him. And
Yeah.
I think
Well,
that's a tough place to be in as a coach because anytime you have any rules and the rules get broken, it's like them a look on you and I say, but coach,
which
or you
video
just
is
a
that?
smile up with me yesterday and now you want. You see me? So
Which video?
I feel
Yeah.
like him kind of set himself up fight hard for him to discipline people publicly
Yeah. Yeah.
based on how him carry
Oh,
himself.
Yeah,
Barry.
big.
So
That's
that's why
true.
I feel like something deeper
Yeah,
go on
because
with
first,
certain players because we just not hear
Yeah.
everything.
And also, me
Okay.
try to
Okay.
make the point
Okay.
earlier to them. I might tell them say Jamaica don't have the luxury of one I say only picking players on farm and quote unquote
you know,
farm.
like the word.
Let me put in quotation farm.
What do you
Because
call
wait
luxury?
no man. Because they're using the examples of teams like Spain and yada yada yada. They
Mm-hmm.
have a pool of top class players that they can pick from that are
I
wait no
no no no
Ted
no
Ted
no
hold
no
on
no
a Ted
no
Ted let me
no
finish
no
Ted let me
no
Well,
finish no Ted oh
Issa.
God Ted
All right,
hold
go
on
on,
no
finish.
yeah
hold on
listen
Ted let me finish no Ted
Land.
right. So when they go ahead and they're picking players from the same comparative leagues. Whether it be
Mm-hmm.
Spanish league, League R, or the EPL, right? When it comes to Jamaica, the scenery is different, bro. The coach have to look at a whole lot of things. You're gonna look at the league where the player play, right? What is he doing in the league versus the other players that are playing locally and wherever they are played. So it becomes so subjective now that a one man can look and say, okay, he would rather have this player over that player. And the next man will say, no, he would have rather because it becomes so subjective because the dynamics are different for Jamaica. We don't have that the luxury there. So we have 50 players playing in the top leagues in the world. No, we are looking at Scandinavia, we are looking at Saudi Arabia. All these things makes it very,
The
very
French.
subjective. You understand? So
Nah, alright, you know what, man?
the platform is not the same, bro. So you can't look on it the same way.
No, look, I disagree. Because here we go on. Now, let me make the point that clear again, because I think you miss it. The reason why I brought up those teams was to show you that those coaches take risk. I went on to tell you about Brazil, who started the 18-year-old. They have players like Rafinha, Antonio. I can go on and on.
Rafinha suspend,
Rodrigo.
Carla.
All of them
Rafinha
can play
suspend,
wide.
Carla, just so you know. That's why Estevao played today, because Rafinha is suspended. But you can continue.
Yeah, but
I
you have
want to say
Antonio.
so after you finish.
We have
After I finish, what have I say?
Antonio has been
But
Antonio has been in
Estevao been in the
good
team
form.
over him recently. So it's not crazy to play Estevao.
Yeah, but he brought in Antonio because Antonio has been in good form.
Yeah, but that don't mean him
Isn't
have
that
to, that
correct?
don't mean him have to start.
Him have Martinelli, him have Cunha.
They both came on.
All of them can play out wide.
Gentlemen, get you a second.
Are you telling me say Esteban better than Martinelli and Cunha?
In
We
his
have
mind,
62
in his
people that
mind
watch
for
and
the
we have
game
25
today, yes.
times.
No, I don't
Light
really
up the stream, light up the
I don't
stream.
really mind. It's just that little youth is been in form.
Yes.
And that's the point.
What Issa, but listen, no, what Issa is saying is if Estevao never start today and Anthony start, nobody wouldn't cuss because the two of them are play and the two of them depend farm. He must say we don't have the luxury to have 5, 6, 7, 8 players to choose from. And that's true. But where I disagree with Issa, hold on, Ted, where I disagree with Issa is this.
No, make him finish, man. Make him land, man.
No, let me
The
just.
point is this.
All right,
If
make it
you're playing ever in a year, man, I put I go on around for a minute.
No, man. Are you
Look
better?
on the point where me
I'm
make.
going.
Cephas is playing good football. You're gonna start them Green now. It don't make no sense. And not really luxury.
We don't even, but that don't even happen yet, Carla. That don't even happen, Carla. That hasn't even happened. So why are you going to say that?
Good
He
point.
have done it every time.
Yeah, good
Brother,
point.
Cephas was not
every
playing.
single time.
Cephas
Oh, the
was
man
not
did already, bro.
performing.
The man did already, bro. The man.
Cephas was not
the
performing like this for
last game we
Jamaica
played.
until the Unity Cup. On the top of the nice.
Yeah, the man.
Sir, Demari Gray was injured and upping, and him still start over Cephas. Your football me out football.
Brother, what you talking about, brother? So the two of them not start the game. The two of them
not
not start. So the two of them not start against St. Vincent. The two of them.
He should.
Bring it back to my
You
point.
never watch
Bring
the
it back
game.
to my point, and that's why them just now got understand the picking a Jamaican team is not the same as picking one of those
All
top
right,
5 nations.
Issa, to your point, I
Can I
think
go after
Issa, to your point, right? I think where you say we don't have the luxury, I agree in certain areas of the pitch. When we're talking about our midfield, we don't have the luxury. But you see, attacking players, Issa, you can be a little more, you can have a lot more scrutiny in terms of form and who is on form because we have a lot of attacking players.
Make him
No,
land,
defenders, we have a lot of
but instead of making the point to Issa that not in the forward area, you just run down the luxury thing. When him have a point in certain areas of the field. So why you acting like him don't have a point? I think you should just clean up your point, Issa, and say we have luxury in the attacking areas. We have luxury in centre back. That's about it. You see, everywhere else on the pitch, we have to search far and wide to put out the team. Exactly.
Yeah, but let us not stray away from the point. Hold on.
Please,
Let us not stray away from the point.
Carla, let me respond this one, please. Now, beg you go. All right, so just go.
Let us not stray away from the point. The point is, how can you select an injured player, fractured foot player, over players, young players with promise, a player that you said that don't have any fitness? That's a thing I stem from, you know. So all luxury coming at this now, we don't have the luxury.
All right, well, I'll answer. Let me finish that point.
That makes no sense.
Well, you know, the Carla said something a while ago what makes sense. But Isa wasn't here. When him play an 18-year-old and him bench Antonio and all those, right? remember, Brazil were losing games, you know. So those players practically were failing, right? So when Ancelotti come in and play a 18-year-old over all these players we are star for them club, two, he's saying a message to them, being afraid to bench, you know, right? Put that back to our national team now. With Leon Bailey who's not performing, right? And you have Kyle Dixon, who to me is livelier and would do more than Leon Bailey. I think our coach should be brave and bench Leon Bailey and make put Kyle Dixon ahead of him or somebody. He could stump on the bench and reflect. If you put him on back and him don't perform, he losing game. Not because I'm playing a Premier League.
Yeah, that's all sound
that's
fine in theory. I still can go back to my point. The coach just don't have the luxury to do that. When you're gonna look at a Leon Bailey and talk about
Where don't say the coach
hold on.
don't use him brain?
Jesus Christ.
If Bailey not perform, right, and Kyle Dixon is performing, right? And when you put him in, all right. If Ricardo was winning, if Brazil was winning, Ancelotti would not have been there. They're struggling, right? And it's the same players that put on the bench. It's the same players that's failing Brazil.
Let's
So
go back
Ancelotti
to
use the same players them. He make a statement. The first game make a statement. I think this coach should make a statement too. When this young guy come,
that's why I say we have to look on the thing deep, right? Just say
Tyrese Campbell, right?
I know.
Yes.
We say give back a thought, no man.
All right, go ahead.
You just say if Kyle Dixon is performing where the
No,
coach knows
for the
Kyle
national
Dixon
team.
perform.
For the national team. Where is that?
Exactly my point. That's why I say when have Kyle Dixon gotten enough minutes and time to show that he's performing? When
Is that not just Kyle
National
Dixon,
team.
the new kid, the new guy,
that may I say,
Campbell.
I will just look on the thing deep.
But
No,
is that for
national
the
team,
game,
national
the
team.
two game for the Reggae Boyz Music Cup, right? Kyle Dixon perform better than Leon
It's not
in the
black
two
and
game
white.
there.
I don't know black and white. They keep on telling me about Estavio. You know who is Estavio, bro? You know who is Estavio?
Yes, sir.
You keep on telling me about the 18-year-old, this, that, right. You know who is Estavio?
But the player,
Level DM, 5
situations.
but the player would have started.
11 games, 5 assists, 4 goals.
How much Chelsea buy him for? About 50.
Bro, come on, bro.
Chelsea by everybody if you only
You know, it's an argument bias though.
Once
Because
again,
No,
Chelsea.
I'm sorry, Anthony, why you always a bias, Anthony?
Yo, are
That's
your
the
favorite?
first
Yo, are your
argument.
favorite? Unseen, are your favorite line that you know?
Yeah, man.
you know why
Everybody bias.
argument bias.
That's the
argument
Anthony
bias.
favorite line.
You know why argument bias.
Still,
Anthony
You
can't
know
the
why
bias
argument
start
bias.
coming.
I'll tell you what the argument bias.
You see, my point, when me bring up, it cover everything what them say. You know, keep on tell me about Estavio. You know who is Estavio? You know, long him play senior team football.
I know who he
You know,
is.
long him play
But
big
I
Isa,
know
come on the wing, Isa, right? On the wing, we're not that bad on the wing, Isa. All right, listen to me for a second. Listen to
May
you.
I say,
And
we're
you do
not
have a
that
point.
bad, but we still not have the luxury to do. When you say
All right,
other
hold on,
things,
Isa. Hold on, Isa.
18-year-old.
Let me ask this question, Isa.
Champions League.
Hold on, Isa.
Let me finish up and put that kid out there over Champions League players, bro. You know what?
But Isa, let me ask you a question, Isa.
The coach can look on. Well, I know him have a cadre things where the coach can look on and say, hey, we can pick him and we can start him, bro. The ball game
All right,
different.
Isa.
Brother.
Isa, maybe use two examples and ask you, right?
I'm not blaming the play. I'm just saying, if the coach can look on Kyle Dixon, Kyle Dixon not playing no senior football.
But Isa, when you come to the national team, him do more than Bailey.
Well, I mean, I know I'm to Isa item.
Isa, look like you're gone. Isa, look like you.
No. You said the more
That's
than
right.
Bailey.
All right, Isa, can I get a talk now, please? Let me tell you a second.
You can't
Let me
just
tell you
fling
a
them
second,
stuff
brother.
out
Let me
there.
get
You
30
say him
seconds.
do more than Bailey. How much goal and assist him have?
Whether Isa, hold on, Isa, let me ask you, Isa, be honest, be honest.
So,
Right now, right? Whether Isa, give you time to talk. Give me a chance, me answer you. Isa, let me answer you, Isa, please. The youth named Tyrese Campbell come in, right? The same way Brazil gave this 18-year-old, right? Someone just said Tyrese Campbell was voted best young player, right?
For his club.
All right. For his club. All right.
Yes.
It's sure you have potential, right? Here's what I'm saying. Hey, this is just me. I can't speak for the coach or anybody else. Leon Bailey has not been performing for the national team. He performed for the club and everything, right? Every else national team, when a player is not perform, they drop you. Just like Shamar Nicholson is not performing,
And
he
Jeremy, you
get
see, I
dropped.
just told me now I stop
Is
this week. I'm gonna
a man,
just
never
stop
interrupt
it
you,
here,
is
Chuck, because I already clarify.
a
We
man, finish,
don't
is a
have the
man,
luxury to do that. We don't.
is a
We do
man,
not.
is
Me,
a
me can you not go
man,
back
man.
over me? Me tell you say the point of me
Is
make,
a you're
bro.
not being fair, is a man, you're not being fair, is a
We
man.
do not have the
Hey,
luxury
Thank
to
you,
hey,
Jerry.
do
Is a
that.
Jerry,
not being
Thank you,
fair, is
Jerry.
a.
We have
Thank
the
you,
if
luxury.
you're
Jerry.
going to use that
Is a
word,
make your land, is
hold
a
on,
make
if
your
you're going
land,
to
is
use
a. You're not being
Jeremy Lee,
fair.
because we can't stop you already. We just don't have the luxury to do that,
Is
Jeremy
a you're
Well,
Lee.
not
stop
being
using
fair, is a.
luxury
So
thing,
is
brother.
a.
Get it,
So we
brother.
must
Stop the
keep on
luxury
using
business thing
Boza,
there.
keep
Okay,
on
I
using
love
Leon
you.
Bailey and
Pray,
not
pray
win.
for you. Hold on. Let me ask him a question.
Fulani play now.
I want to ask him a question.
Well, I
You
make
have
Jeremy
one
land. Make Jeremy land. Make Jeremy land.
landlord John Jerry.
Is a. I just think that me hear what you say, right? But in the wingers department, right? Leon Bailey has not been performing. And this is me. I think Tyrese Campbell and Kaim Dixon give us more. And I haven't seen Tyrese Campbell play, so I can't put him in, right? But from what is the film club, right? Leon Bailey performed for him club, good. Champions League, all that stuff, right? But when you watch all the stars from Canada and the US come back from them club, they perform for their country. Leon Bailey does not. And he's been in the national team for going on 7 years now, he does not. When Kyan Dixon come in, he scored a goal the other day, and in lively, run up and back, and Leon Bailey doesn't even come back, right? I think, me personally as a coach, I would put him on the bench and start these two players over him. I will give him a next chance the next game. If he doesn't perform, I will drop him. That's me. No, you can say something different. That's just me.
No, man, let me go, man. I want to ask him something. You, I said to me, say, if me know who is Estavio. My boss Estavio play 11 games. I only have 3 assists. You know, I have no goal. Martinelli played the Champions League semi-finals. 30 at game for season for Arsenal who finished second and on the bench. The coach did that not because of luxury. He did that to send a message. So the whole point of luxury in a sense, you play
That's
with
what I
a
keep on
farm.
tell him. Null and void.
Leon Bailey now play the ball, bench. You not be luxury. We can give you 6, 7 players who can go out there and give you some decent work.
Well, if you can give it and the
But they
coach
don't
can't do
play.
it, something wrong.
So that we are
No,
telling
we coach, we coach
and that we
idea.
are telling a long time say the coach do some things right and then he goes to boom and do some things bad and then Auntie never come talk on him again. That earlier
So
today
we
me I
have
said
whole heap of players the coach can pick from in
no,
So
national
hold
team.
earlier
on. So
today me I big up coach, you know.
based on what I said, Bailey no fit in the squad then.
Well,
Nobody now
if
say
I
that.
just say
No,
just
but
President,
Oh,
man.
you
I'm
read this
just
now.
saying
That good
because
people.
you're saying
That
in
good people
performance
apply here.
don't give in a no confidence to talk about him like that.
Jason Gona, have
Anyway,
Shamar Nicholson been performing for
me
the
have
national
somebody on
team
the
the
show,
last
Jeremy.
couple of
Hold on.
games?
Jeremy,
has who?
Come again?
Hold
me have
on,
Nick.
Have
go
Shamar
and ask a
Nicholson been
question.
performing for the national team last couple of games?
Which
Shamar
player?
Nicholson, has he been
Yeah.
performing
Shamar
for the
Nicholson
national team?
last 5 games. Has he?
I don't well in terms of contributing goals
He
or
not playing
assists,
the last 5 games.
Yes,
he
has he been
has
performing?
he hasn't scored since last summer
All
in the
right,
World Cup qualifier.
Has he produced any assists?
No.
Not that I know of.
What's Bailey's stats the last 6 games? Goals and assists.
I don't
He
think he was
scored in the
from
B
there one
he
penalty.
scored in SVG a penalty. Did he have
Yes, the
assist in the
penalty, yeah,
second
the
game?
penalty,
Did he
and
have
what
an
else?
assist in the second game or no?
No.
No
No.
assist, no assist.
Okay.
Bobby
What is
Reed.
the game before that? The 2 game before that? What did he
And
do
him helped set up
against USA? Nothing.
the
Him
last
give
minute goal
one
in a St.
assist.
Vincent.
Him give one assist in the USA game. In the 2 leg,
Yeah.
1 assist. The
All
guy
right,
has
so that's
not
a
been
two
performing.
contribution.
The same way Boza can get dropped is the same way this guy can get dropped, right? And the only one guy them to put and a Burrell coming in to take on Boza's spot right now, in my opinion, not
But but
Williams.
but
Okay,
you
so
see,
to your point about Boza getting dropped and everybody getting dropped, wouldn't you say right now that Dixon doing more for Jamaica than Bailey?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
Okay,
I'm
and Bailey
saying.
play right wing. Bailey play right wing, right?
And
Yeah.
Dixon play right wing.
And who
Jeremy,
else play right wing? Who else play right wing in the squad?
all in the
Uh,
pine all in the pine me no want
who else play right wing? We know them say
hold on
Cephas can play both wing.
Jeremy.
Yeah, go on.
Somebody upon the panel I want time in as well. So my
Okay,
time
all
in.
right, cool. I'm
Nick,
sorry.
welcome to the podcast, sir.
Yo, mess up.
Graveyard shift. And
Yeah,
thing,
man.
you jump into the argument, so just say your piece. Clear what you say.
And it's like yeah, your friend them have an invisible quota system. What go on 19.
That's Christ.
It's like we
What
have
do you
an
mean by that?
invisible quota system. You know, it's like the man have a quota system, but we can't see what go on. When you see what go on, brother, man, I
Like
call
up the
for man
stream,
play
people. Like up
minutes
the
and
stream.
then
Explain that now. Explain that.
like Michail play half a season of 800 odd minutes, and then you have a next man that I played over 1,000 minutes in a game and in a season and I score more goals and can't get picked. Man, I could have easily lose him 2 leg then, brother.
Who the ball there? Who the ball there?
I mean, look, you have Trivante, you have
There's a few
Campbell,
of them.
you know.
Yeah,
So
there's a few of them.
So why Issa say we don't have a luxury and we can't call players?
Yeah,
That's why I shoot down. That's why I shoot down the luxury point about the position where I talk about. But if we
Up
attack
front.
midfield, we don't have the
Up
luxury.
front, we have luxury.
That's what I'm saying.
But him never said that, Jason.
Defensively,
That's why me I try to clean it up for him. Me I try to clean it up
So
for
we
him.
are helping for.
yeah, big
You
like
help yourself.
So why no would I rather argue the man point over and over when he actually have some truth to him and saying just need to clean it up? Would I rather go around in a circle for 2 hours?
no man, the man I be like coach and contradict himself.
The man want land to play quick and fast.
I have not said anything contradictory all night. That's
But
100%.
Jason,
Because
you see,
look
the man
at this,
still
look.
believe in that way, say, brother.
No, because look at this. Then just call one name, Trivante Stewart. And we are talking
Yeah,
about
I mean,
luxury.
you want
We
me
can't
to
go
call
3 or 4 deep, bro. We can't go
Let
3
me
or 4
call
deep
him for you,
in
know?
the position.
Let me call him. Okay, I
Wait,
will call
Why
him
is
for you.
good 3 or 4? They only
I
need
will call
one.
him for you.
Why?
Do you want me to
But
call
I'm
him for you,
saying
sir?
we can't go 3 or 4
So why
players
we need to go
in
3 or 4? I
those
just one we need.
positions. That's
just
what
I
you
one
can
call
we
give
need.
you the
luxury.
name.
That's what you call luxury. And if
I
that
can
one
give you
player,
the names.
the coach don't think him fit the bill, the coach not gonna use him, bro. It's
We
simple
just
as
need
that.
one player fit the bill. We are perform.
but
Bro, it's
remember,
an indictment. It's an indictment for a man to come off a hospital bed and beat out so much strikers. It's an
It's on the
indictment on the
coach.
player
It's on the
themselves because
coach.
Player, the
Really
big dumb
bad.
player. Issa, you
Them
listen to
not
yourself.
really
they're not kicking down the
Issa,
door,
you
bro.
listen to
They are
yourself,
not
Issa.
kicking down the door. They are
Germany.
not kicking down the door.
This man listen
But
to himself.
continue. On the top.
Nick, continue, Nick. You never
Issa,
let
you
him play.
play Lanet.
That's not the coach, It's a Antoine
Aye.
situation now. The coach,
Make Nick let him play. Let him play, Nick.
So what me I say is that so me have Campbell we play 1,482 minutes. You see,
How much goal
Java
him have?
7. That's what equal him tally of one of his best in his professional career so far
Skip Java
when he was in
and go on.
Serbia.
Call Nick.
You understand?
Skip East.
You
Move
have,
on.
you have Javanese, who had played over 600-700 minutes. No, but we are working for a coach I say because him drop a man because he not play and he not have no minutes. You understand? So we are call man, we have minutes. You see it? So why you have a man where
much goal
a
Java
fall
have?
out a car crash, brother, for drop right in the team?
How much goal Java East
Yeah.
have?
Javanese 6 and 3 assists out of 14 game.
14 game.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Man, I rip up Israel, brother, from him reach.
A good farm that.
And they rip up Costa Rica before that.
But why we have 4 strikers though? That's my thing.
That's why Nick may
We-
ask them
we-
if
we
this
can
is
that
the
department.
squad or it's a standby 3 and 23. That may I try to figure out.
Brother, the man tell
Yeah.
you, Jason.
Maybe him have a trim down.
The man
maybe
said
Well,
we
remember,
can take 26. Him say we
depends on
can.
the
He never say we are.
Oh yeah, because CONCACAF only rely on only
You think
what you call it,
JFF pay for them? You think JFF pay for them 3 man?
the 23. The other 3 man them have to, the federation have to pay for them.
Remember
Them
say the
not gonna
staff.
pay for them.
Remember say the technical staff well full enough. Be assistant, be analyst, be this, be
Yeah.
that, So that
If
mean
the
them
coach
3
want
extra
them,
spot there where
them
they would have
put them.
used for player gone to
If
the
the
staff
coach want them,
already.
then they take care of them.
Dan,
Hey,
time in quick.
Yo, now you hear me?
Yeah, we are here,
Yeah, man.
Dan.
So like
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
bro.
give
But think why, bro, the coach been and say he want Antonio in it. You see me? Boza now fit.
say na kya woman Antonio and go lie down one that sound good.
Brother, you're God, like you're God. You chime out on God.
Yo,
Done,
I
done.
just feel like the whole 60
But now
man
I hear me
squad
clear now.
at that kind of mess up.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
you're
right here
clear.
now. Right here better now.
Some feedback there though, than
But
that.
now I
You
hear me
know what, man.
clear. Bro,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
hold
better
on,
now,
hold
man.
on.
Go on. I the one that I wonder this some Orlando.
Yeah, man, I love waiting there, brother, man. I love Antonio body. Go to bed.
Me say
So
But
if
now
when
I
I
hear me.
wonder this some Orlando. I'm that.
Yeah, here now.
got you.
Yeah, me I say, bro, the coach been at about Antonio, bro, because Boza not fit it, bro. If Boza was the striker, in a press conference, someone would have say, oh, when Antonio is back, and bro, the man been was Antonio working at the team. I'm think why I'm there in the squad. Going to the Gold Cup, Antonio is a baller. We have name and statue, bro. And he's a senior man as well, bro.
Boza is a
So he
senior
must add
man
him to
too.
the team,
Senior
bro.
man than Antonio.
But Boza more senior man and he have more goal than Antonio.
Me think Antonio is a agent too, bro. So you have to
Agent.
understand the thing.
FBI,
He don't
FBI, CIA.
necessarily have to play, you know.
But
Fire
brother, you're the man
Fire
saying why
Antonio
me
then.
bring Boza, right?
Agent? What?
You
So
can't
we have pick
justify the
baller
bring
for the
Antonio.
agent?
There is no
Come
justice.
on, bro.
Because that no
But
sound like a
here
football
might
in
say,
play.
Yeah, but
And
the
the
man
football
land,
he
man. Make
come
him
play.
finish, man. Make him land first. Make him land. Right and finish it.
here might say, Antonio necessarily have to play. You see me, the spot where my whole half in the team and
The winner
another whole 26 man I go play in the Gold Cup. You get me? So I would
all you make for your playing.
now say,
I will
yo,
laugh,
boy, and
sir. I will laugh, sir.
next man could have forward in the 26 man. I wanna bro, listen. What I'm boring time right now. I them they for shine right now. I'm thinking of the squad. You
So
see me?
So why you agree with the man carrying a ball?
Antonio is there as yeah,
So
you
do
see
you
me?
agree?
Him just there as a
You
senior, as
agree him in the squad?
a man where him
You
there
not
in
answer me.
the media
The question
too,
is, the question
and
is,
it bring
do you
highlight
agree that Antonio
to the
should be in the squad?
Jamaica team as well, bro.
Eh? Because him not here, so well. Dan,
Nah,
do
hearing
you
and
like
see.
that the fact that a sick man in a squad over some man who could have do better than him? Based on
If me
fitness.
if you carry him,
Yes.
So that man just a tell you how long. Go and
repeat
see
that.
me a smoke.
Yeah, I know.
Repeat that.
Do
Do
you
I
you
hear
agree?
it.
agree, sir?
Do you agree with the
Bro, the
coach?
man, bro.
With
The man injured now, bro.
yeah, I know.
Injured
Jesus
now that
Christ.
bad.
Oh God.
Unseen. All
Yeah.
if you're playing to get shoot
The
down.
man
But then a
injured never
question.
that bad,
Man,
and he
you
made
play
depend
yourself
on the
about
court.
2 minutes. I defend Antonio. They
If
never
I agree
ask
with
him
the
and if
United
he
team,
agree.
I want to ask him one different way to get really.
all the thing me that agree
Really
with,
understand what is
at
he
least
saying.
the only thing me that agree with is
Dan,
Ravel
you
in the
Boza
listen.
play.
United, bro. You see me?
So who in there?
Bro, what
Ravel.
other striker did
Ravel.
it? Bro,
Antonio
me don't
Ravel
know the
should be
reason
in
why Antonio did it.
there.
Why?
Bro, as
Me
I
I tell
say,
you
it's not
reason.
ball wise alone. And a 26, another 26 man, them are going to play in the World Cup.
So Antonio presence are gonna help sell some baller. Can you say I'm an agent? And that you say?
Well, I just think that I want to reason, bro. You get me?
Unseen.
If
Let me
a
go
next
there now.
man forward him could in again a game, bro. Who else I go forward and get a game? I think right now.
I don't know why we're trying to find reasons why Antonio is there. The man told us from every press conference since about November. Said the man talk to Antonio daily, and when him ready, he'll be back. So I don't know why everybody's so surprised that he's there. The man been telling us
No,
every time
Gona would
a
not
press
surprise you
conference
know.
come. Okay.
It's the statement that he make about Boza. It's not fair to other it's not fair to Boza. And I agree with dropping Boza. I agree with dropping Boza. But when you go say a man is not fit, right? A man will stop play man will stop play 6 weeks ago. You're gonna bring a man to stop play 6 months ago, over a man to stop play 6 weeks ago. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't
But the
add up.
man, but the coach explain why after the man him talk about Boza, him talk about Borrell.
Explain
The
what the
man
coach
said
said. Why good,
Borrell is
Antonio?
a player that run backs. Listen, the, the man said Borrell is a player that run back, tackle. Him do everything that a number
Not
9
Burrell, that's
should.
Antonio.
Boza
Not
nah do
Burrell.
all of them thing, bro.
Brother, not Burrell, Antonio.
No,
I
A
Borrell.
agree with
goal we
Burrell.
can
I
number
agree with
9 for
Burrell.
you think of it
No,
come
me
back.
not talk about
Oi, a goal
Well,
number
that way
9
I
come
said
for you think
justify, because, brother, what we say a while ago, right? When the coach say Shamar Nicholson have not played football for 6 weeks and he's not fit, right? So when you justify not fit to bring for not bring Shamar Nicholson, right? And you're gonna bring a man who has not played for 7 months. How does that make sense?
Man, I tell you, say Boza not fit the team, brother. Simple as that, Bozy.
Might just say one dash your ball, so that's more like it.
Yeah, bro, him not gonna just blatantly come out say, yo, we don't want Boza back in the team and No, him just say him not
And
fit,
Jason
bro. He
Guna,
might tell
that's
you
the
say him
next
not
question
fit
I
the
want to
squad.
ask you earlier, Jason Guna, right? Do you think that
I
the
think
coach is about to start drop players and Boza is the first casualty?
I think
Me,
we're
Guna,
seeing it right now. I think also like I don't think he's being fully truthful
transparent.
with why in drop Bosa, bro. That's what me I tell you no. Cause I try make sense of nonsense, and it is
Yeah,
nonsense because
it
it
is
don't make
nonsense.
any sense. But I'm telling you, it's deeper than
Guna, you sound like a
just
professor to
unfit
play.
and whatever. He thought it
but
would be better
Guna,
to say unfit
but
than
Guna.
tell the truth, and it put him in a more hot water. No, because
Alright,
you can't
Yeah,
justify Antonio and not Bosa.
that's true.
but
That's
Guna,
true.
you know, say we been for the YouTuber, them and the fans, them been a say, yo, Boza forget job, Boza forget job. Even at the last Gold Cup, Boza should even dead it. Him should even get the back a call. At the Canada game, save Boza, you know. You see that
Yep.
Canada game,
Well,
it
a
saved
different coach,
Boza
you know, a
Jamaican
different coach.
career, you know. You get me?
Well,
So,
all
bro,
I
we
know
been
is from this coach,
I say, yo, Boza, bro, we been up on YouTube. I say, Boza no. He been a say Boza no fit the requirements with the team, bro. He make the forward line look lackadaisic, brother. You get
the
me,
man
bro?
have
So,
no none.
bro, I mean, no want to see neither.
and
I just
seeing you
know
I
hungry,
how
think that,
and seeing you
Me
but
no
I,
hungry,
want to
be
see him
honest with
back in
you,
our team, bro. To
if
God, bro.
Liam
Well,
Bailey and Bosa gone, I would not cry.
Michael
and
I
seeing
Antonio
you
would
can't
not.
hungry.
come to
what do you mean?
Eh?
Where you ask for supper? Where you ask for supper donation for? You hungry?
Oh,
I'm saying,
what a
this is me
president that
personally.
scene. What a president.
You know, you can't say whatever, brother. I want to see
What a
Kyle
president.
Dixon stay up, so I hope he losing passport and stay in England, can't come back until him fix it. You know, the luck him improve. Kyle Dixon improve, I love that. That's what I want to see from the players that leave. Go over some better themselves. It's that you're really energetic and run back and doing thing, right? He might try and he might learn. And that's what I
Decision
like
making
with him.
needs some work. No, it takes some time. It
And
takes some time.
even Cephas I try, Cephas I learn. He's been getting better and better. He still have a long way to go, but he deserves his spot and he might try, right?
Cephas
Me see
does
man
what
the
he
card
does.
Cephas to drop a few months ago. And Cephas have proved us wrong. He might improve.
Us.
He might make sure the man put two crop, you know, me have to look for him and say, yes, but love how him a fight, him a work. You're not getting that from Liam Bailey. You're not getting that. Shamar Nicholson is a hard worker, but brother, we need goals from you. Your job is to score goal, not just work hard. Score goal. We need that from you. And that's the thing,
He's
you
not,
man.
and not just what he
the
see
only way the
us,
coach, hold
and
on,
not just what
Dan. Nah, cut
he
you.
see us being
The only way,
dangerous.
when I
And
cut
him
it, Dan. The only way,
first
hold
hit
on.
again, then,
If you
Dan,
if
Dan,
you like
nah,
a nah,
here's
you
yo,
what
he
I
I'm
know.
saying.
jump out and
Look like, you know.
Dan, you can't hear we.
forward, but
You must
How the
jump
name
out
I
and
go
come.
now? How the name I go now?
yeah,
K-A-I-Z-O.
me I hear no
Keizo,
man, but
big
it
up
kind
yourself.
of slow.
Hold on. Hold on. Keizo, big up yourself. Thank you for the super chat. The boss said 5 USD. You're hungry and seen. Big up yourself, see me. Anything already. Yeah, man. Anybody else who want time in and support the channel or supper the channel, please do so.
What?
You understand?
One stop driver, the stop beat Boza. Jesus
But
God.
what me I said though, somebody asked me, or Rob Smith have read him comment. Which one of them? Rob Smith said, Boza have 2 goals versus USA, 3 versus Canada, 1 goal versus Mexico, 1 goal versus Costa Rica.
How long ago was that? 18 years ago?
Listen
No. I recently, man. Him score, you know.
I trouble
He's not
him.
score, man.
Last time Boza scored for us was
Rob
last
Smith have
year.
it up.
Which man I say?
I might be him say, so Michail Antonio for the team, Jamaica football are really puppy short. Nick, your time. Time in again, Nick.
Yeah, did me just I don't know the call that I don't know him name, but him there so like Kyle Dixon, you know, for stay at England, develop. That's what he just said.
What him say?
That's what he just said, Carl. Carl, he said
Jeremy Lee.
No, I'm sorry. What was say a while ago?
Did he say about Kaim that you wish him losing passport and stay at England?
Yes. And what I mean by that, let me tell you what I mean by that.
Yeah.
I want him continue to develop. That's what I mean by that. But I mean to just lose it and this. No. I mean want him stay up there because everybody gets sent back and a run back.
Yeah.
I want him stay up there and develop better. I want nothing but good for the youth. I have so much confidence in the local youth because I see the work him I put in. The next person who wants to get back on the field is Whisper. Yeah. These 2 local young youth have talent. When I have nothing against get a youth, our youth are left from Jamaica better themselves. Someone wants to go there.
Get a youth, can I get where you come from too?
No, yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Wants the best for the youth. Right? We don't want them to just we love what Kyle Dixon improve. I get better even before Whisper getting hurt. Whisper was improving and getting better, right? At that one percent you them are see first.
So you
get
want
better.
Kaim to come back in the national team, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Come back and
so
help
that's
the
why
nation and
they
better yourself, feed your family, get a good contract, take care of your family.
That me I try to figure out, say when they say you want him losing passport, I think like you want him to stay in a national.
No.
In a club
but look, that's really between the line. I'm saying want to lose in passport, right? I mean, come on, you make it not bad way, man. I just have to raise my game, man. You understand? Want him stay up there and better himself. You know? He might improve, man. I love that little youth, man. Might improve, man. Come on, man.
One of my issue, my issue with the squad as well. We see 3 designated central midfielders. John, Casey, and Isaac Hayden, and then you have Atkinson as beside him, and Bobby Reed, who can play a supportive link as well. But I think we don't want like one more body in that midfield.
Absolutely.
You see the Gold Cup. These Central American teams, especially not just Central American teams, but we've seen it with the Islands teams as well. They playing and running football. So especially a player like Isaac Hayden that. I don't think Isaac Hayden have ever played back-to-back 90 minutes for Portsmouth this season. And we just played him, in the Unity Cup. He's going to play loads of minutes again in the World Cup qualifier. So you maybe want to save a little bit of his leg. You understand?
But remember, I know, what you can't never play that much. Isaac Hayden never played that much, this past season.
Yeah, we don't want to see, but that you see, we don't want to see low, and we don't want to see Lati back in the midfield. We don't want to go back around the sun.
That's true. That's true. So
Lati.
So let me say this to you now, right? You only bring 4 midfielders, right?
We have 3 designated central midfielder in the squad. Casey, Isaac, and John Russell, and then you have a Bobby Reed that can play as a link man.
Yeah, so that's 4.
He's a versatility player. You get me? I say, and then I don't know where they're gonna play at Atkinson. I don't know where. So that's what I'm saying.
That's right.
Atkinson gonna play on the wing, Ross. That's where he played in the Unity Cup. That's where he
played. Asking, is he really a
we have
midfielder?
Too many wingers in the damn team. We have like 7 wingers, bro. Why? Why we have so many wingers?
Does he have Atkinson ever played midfield before? That's my question.
So, Germany, if you ask me and Guna, I would take probably 1 more player out of the defense line and 1 more to the attacking line and get look more body in the midfield, because I think that's where the problem is going to lie, and that's the problem over the years. So if we now try build on the midfield and try pick a selective of players that going to move forward with the program. And when we play the big teams, that's where they're going to hurt us. And if you look at when we play Guatemala in Cincinnati, they dominate that midfield in the World Cup. You understand? So I just think maybe at least one more body in the midfield, someone that was a designated central player in that position.
All right, Nick, hold on. We're not cut here. Okay, so set you back. But super chat from KP, big up yourself, KP, $6.99 Canadian. Antonio fits the team and how the coach wants the team to play. Boza had his chance. Farm is temporary, class is permanent.
Say your favorite word now. Say your favorite word now, Ansi. KP, you're biased, KP.
You're biased. But I'm glad for the $6 still, but you're biased.
But what if Antonio come and start score goal?
No, that brother, football and sleep.
That nah, brother.
Football.
So hold on. Boza play 57 game and he scored 19 goal, right? And him have 8 assists, right? Good turnout, very good.
Yeah, good for you know
turnout. You know what I'm saying? Stuck on 19 from last year.
Cha-cha.
A lot
and
of games
like he play like 8
people I watch.
No, he played 8 games. He played 8 games since last World Cup when he scored. He played 8 games, right? So
drop a super chat.
Me I talk about from him score the goal against
and drop a super
from him
chat.
score the goal against Dominica. He don't score since then. That was last June. And he had like
I'm tired of telling them, say, we keep on go for the same set of man, them and not now. Or try the young youth, them to me now. More Cephas, more Dixon, and this youth from Charlton. I'm tired of see Boza them not keep the ball at the goal and Antonio. I'm tired of it.
So Carla, them not in a team.
Tired of see
So why you
Leon out by the Maglal game. Me no want to see them more. I'm tired of it.
Well, make the coach pick the BVI side and then you cuss. But I don't know, we don't know if the man are gonna start Daly or Gray or whoever you know want to start. So where you at up your head about that for?
If that man bench Bailey, me swim guy match. Anyway, they me swim good.
No, him not bench.
You can't swim?
Coward that. Him a coward. That coach are the cowardest coach me ever seen in my life.
All right, man. Big up yourself. $9.99. Big up yourself.
And again, Manchester United didn't come from, so you know that.
Keep it coming, people. Respect. Big up the panelists. Big up everybody. Respect. Continue to drop the super sticker and super chat. Graveyard shit.
Like up the screen, please. Like up the screen. Like up the chat. Like up the chat.
Yeah,
chat a go see number go. Like up the screen. Like up the screen.
As a big coach, if you want to win, you have to take risk. And that man ability to take risk has 0.000%.
Yeah, Rob Smith, Antonio went 2 years and without scoring, right? But that was when we have no midfield. There was no help. We have no help. And I run back, I do everything. I defend and get the ball like 66 players around him.
Okay.
Because
the
system was just a boss. Oh my God, no midfield.
But is that argument really fair now? Because I mean, right now, the midfield kind of reached to a level where we're kind of somewhat happy with it. And I don't think Antonio play with this midfield either. I mean, Boza.
No, he hasn't played with midfield yet. Huh?
Boza not play with a midfield with Hayden and Russell.
Neither one of them play with this midfield yet. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you can't really make the argument. That
but
really will.
We're messing up. Boza get less at and get I think what show him up is a game against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Those were a lesser team, and Boza should at least score. But and him one, and him alone never score. You have
it was a couple of windows in a row where he show up. It's a couple of windows in a row he show up and he look heavy. He not moving. He's slow to react. And that's why when Warner came on and played the second game, we were all very happy because we said, damn, there's a striker that move and cause problem and get to the ball first and hustle and run, we were so happy to just see that because we weren't getting it from Boza. And it's like people are forgetting.
Super chat again from
I'm not looking excuse for Antonio. Trevor is passing. Antonio that work hard now, run back at midfield, pick up ball in the defense,
No,
and run
nobody
go.
fear work hard. We want you to score a goal. Me tell you, them
No, but
youth
we
are
never have
coming.
no midfield at the time. We never have no midfield. There's no
Yeah.
midfield.
But Carla, to be honest, if you're not gonna score a goal, at the very least you have to work.
Yeah.
Who play that midfield?
But if you're not going to score no goal, carry
And
no
so we
defender
can use
then.
the same excuse after Boza that there was no real midfield up there for them, right?
Yeah.
So now that
Me.
we get a better, we have a little better midfield now. Let's just
You
see,
see if tomorrow,
right?
see if I start doing foolishness again, me about him out.
Yeah, man.
But
If it's that sport too.
all right, hold on now. Yeah, remember the game against Cuba, right? That we get
And I
one for
sent him in ball
chance,
game.
and Boza dash about 15 of them, right?
Big
We didn't
man.
score no. We get chance after chance after chance after chance after
Bro, the
chance after
man
chance
dash
after
very
chance
much
after
in
chance.
front of the goal.
Me,
And the bar,
me
we
bum
got
them
nobody
out.
would score. So if we look on them thing there again, Boza gets his chances against weaker team and don't score. The Gold Cup
Yo,
the last
let
Gold
me
Cup,
see
he
this
gets
straight
chance
now.
after chance after chance after chance and don't score.
Me
So
not
we need to look
advocate
on these
for
things,
Boza
bro.
and I said,
When I advocate Boza and I sweat, I'm
oh,
going to tell them all the while.
I mean,
No,
Boza
but people, what we saying when people are saying that we are singling him out, right? We showing, anyway.
No, but we have to look on what the coach say as well. The man say him like what Burrell and Brown bring in terms of the movement.
Travis should have
In
worked
terms
tomorrow.
of
We
the
will work tomorrow,
movement, right?
Travis.
Him say in terms of the movement, him like Burrell, him like Brown. And him say him put Romario in the team because
Why
he's
me
a
like
different
Burrell too,
profile, right? He's a different profile. He's more of a target and him have a little aerial threat, right? So what me would
Yeah.
have like to know is if that's the reason why Romario is there, isn't there a player that is at a higher level playing better in Trevante that is that same attributes him would have bring to the team?
tell you, say me, I know coach watching player them in us.
Folks, can we get 7 more likes to 50? 7 more likes to
Bro,
50, please. 7 more likes to 50. Like up the
yo,
stream.
I
Like up the
think
stream.
I'm big up
why
for the super.
Williams in the team? Williams have a good touch, bro. Him play the ball game smooth, bro.
And him alone
Yes,
play ball game smooth. Man, give
me
5
so.
other player play ball
The
game
coach
smooth.
no want nobody not put in no work.
Goal and
Well,
assist.
I don't believe that Williams deserves to be in
Goal
the
and
team.
assist.
But
Slow, brother. That's something slow you up, man. Nick,
All right,
Trevor
you
and
know, so
East, I think, need to get a
yo,
shot.
man, I know what.
Shot.
time in, Nick. Come on, go to the Ravel section, you know.
Ravel.
no, call it up tonight. Right now, I'll let that be brain.
Yeah, it was not listed in the 60-man pool, so we can't. Let's leave it alone.
Yeah.
Skip that. World Cup squad.
All right. He's in the World Cup squad, which is a good thing.
So the man them can
I
come.
don't want to talk about it. You know what?
You don't want to talk
The
about
fact that the man even consider Ravel Morrison, sick me to more.
Huh?
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 Whoa.
Say again?
The fact that this man considered Ravel Morrison. I mean, not stop saying it. Me can't say it because I'm
Brother, we don't have no midfield, brother. We don't have no midfield. Brother, you just last week.
The fact that
Just
this man
last week.
considered Ravel Morrison sick me to show you how weak he is as a coach. He is weak. Him weak. He
Yeah,
has
whatever,
no
whatever
ability
they
to
are.
assess and take. Weak. Ravel Morrison.
Him say the coach weak. Him say the coach weak because him get pressure from the people and put in the player, you know.
People pressure him to pick Ravel Morrison because he came out and him say him not see Ravel Morrison play. He knows of him, but he doesn't know what he is now. Just listen and see, man. Roll on and see, man. Him say him know him, but he haven't seen him play in a while because him not see him play down there. Ravel in the second tier of play football, you know, and him not start every day down there, you know.
Third tier.
Third tier.
Division 2, and them have Pro League and First Division, then Second
Boss
Division.
man.
Yeah. Third tier.
Boss man, the man don't even start team club in my boss.
Yes, he does. What are you talking
Bro,
about?
Ravel are the captain for the team,
Plus he
bro.
start.
No, he's not the captain, but he starts.
Who? Where I say?
Oh, okay.
thing that hurt me heart, you know, no come and talk all them thing. Ravel in a man team, I come put number 10 in Ravel. You know what? Black office, I'm a god, I'm a bit.
Hold on. Nick, what you have to say about that, Nick? Go ahead.
Nah, bro. Like if a guy
Ravel time up.
playing really well, you understand? Why not pick him? But I but
No, that's
look,
different.
it look. I kind of understand what they call what name Grace.
Ted.
Ted, you know, I really understand where I come from because look, if we in a 2025 and I'm gonna play 30 in a UAE and we still a fear bang pan him door for say, yo, we really need your quality in at least 30 minutes in a game. You know, what does that say to our midfield? What does that say to our program? Like, you know, the midfield is not going anywhere. You understand? So that is a big statement. But to go against your words of what you said, you know, that kind of seems like, you know, weak to me, like you have jelly back. You understand? But for say Ravel, you know, sick your stomach, you know, I think that come from a personal hatred, you know, something. I don't know Ted, that come from a personal hatred.
No, man. You get me wrong, you know. Currently, Ravel Morrison is not ready for a team. And if we don't admit that as a nation, we're weak.
But it's funny how you
No,
name it,
I think what you need to admit, Ted, is that we have we have a serious problem if Ravel can make the Unity Cup team and it reached 67. Listen up, it reached 60, 70 minutes in the game, and every fan will watch the game and say put on Ravel.
Yeah.
It look good.
And it's back at my thing again. We don't have that luxury, guys.
And that's why I said, and that's why, and Issa, that's why I said, that's why I said, you have to put that into context. In the midfield, especially deeper lying area, because we're picking 25 winger and 25 defender and no midfield. That's where we don't have the luxury. That's where we don't have the luxury. In the damn midfield. In the midfield.
But you have to take in consideration again, we as a nation, we do not risk players in the middle of the park. We have been consistent with it. See, when I tell me say a man go take out a retirement, you know, and put him in, you know what? Every time I talk about Jamaica football, every time I sweat.
I bet you talk about that one, the sickest stomach.
All right, hold on, people. Germany, your worst enemy is here.
My ball, I water, I'm sitting there.
Professor. Okay. Yeah. Think you come on for Germany. That here, man. Think you come for Germany.
Why for that?
Why after what?
Man, say Ravel for start.
Yeah.
But person not smoke, person drink.
Travis not like Palmer from time, man.
Travis a madman, you know, man. Jesus God. Say, man, miserable, you see, man. Mister. You never see nobody miserable so yet, man.
BM, good point that. Me never didn't know that Junior Flemings play the first year at UAE.
Yeah, me this stuff with Flemings for forward, but again, that's the area of the field where we have a bag of people. Yes, so we not have so much attacking midfield they want to have so.
Boy, Guna, that one, the kind of that Fleming selection doing is out of me and you and everybody control.
I think Flemings and East, them they in the same boat.
Yeah, we just think that beyond our control, to be honest.
Which no make sense to me because others in the situation been in IT, so I don't know.
Person say he want Ravel to start now again. Put Casey Palmer on the bench.
Somebody go see a person.
Yeah, man, we read that long time, person. You know I've seen nothing new.
We read that long time. Man say read that long time, because that's a long time. We kind of like Casey Palmer.
I say Ravel was not one special kid once upon a time. But you have to understand, say they be gone.
Yeah.
I talk to yourself.
No, but the coach are protect him. The coach are protect him. The coach now playing from start.
Cha.
Then again, a lot of things depend on the system of the coach employs. Everything is bank on that.
Yeah.
So whatever system him decides I'm gonna play, I'm gonna determine who is going to play, how much minute them are going to play.
Real baller, go your bed.
All right, we have timing, man. Big up, person. Big up, one.
Guna,
Germany.
Yo.
what was the reason why Malik never get called?
Ansi,
I
where's the
think
Ansi?
I think it was just coach's decision. I think the coach just looked at his squad and his depth, and it was clear that he had a higher hopes for Tyrese Campbell, because he said once his paperwork came in, he gets his spot. That's what he said. He said he gets his spot.
But throughout the entire League One campaign, Malik been playing as a 10.
Yeah, so I think when you factor in that he can play 10 as well,
Yeah.
it's what that would have stopped him from make it, right? And his Tyrese and his
Yeah, man, we are here,
Tyrese
man.
and busy, right? So it could have been one of those two players had to drop out, I think, for him to get there.
The selection's strange, bro.
We need
Because
one more
look, when
call
you
with
look on it,
50 likes.
when you
One
look
more
on it,
like 50 likes.
when you look on the cam them, you
Yeah.
have Casey, you have Damari Gray, you have Bobby Reed potentially can play there as well. And I think after that, no, you'd have say Ravel, yes, but it looked like you see Ravel more as a deeper player, because that's where I see him come on and play in the game in the Unity Cup. So, it's definitely three cams there that could play, and we don't even call Mothersill name yet. So maybe that's why I say it would have had to be somebody in the team had to come out for him to go in.
All right, hear me out. We have Lati will play over, I think, between 5 and 7 times for Coventry as a right back. Mason Oldgate played 70 plus time in Curry as a right back. And we have Dexter. I think we should have at least get rid of one of them defender there, bro.
Walgate can come, man. Walgate can come.
They get me. I say get rid
I
of
have
one
a
of them.
next
Bro, the
question to ask you
midfield
guys
need
after you
beef up.
finish.
The midfield definitely needs somebody in it, bro.
Why me
Ansi, where's the
why
Ansi?
can't say nothing? It might be my opinion, brother. I'm not gonna beat him for that.
You get what I say? So I think we have cover right there, as a right back, and then he has a versatile man like Bobby can fit in, which I don't want, but I mean, just to try to get somebody, bro, in that midfield, because, bro, to be
All right,
honest,
let me ask, since you just about midfield, let me ask a question. Let me cut you off.
yeah,
Dwayne Busy Atkinson,
yeah.
do you think he's there to be in the squad, or he's just there for people to see him because I'm going to try selling? One. Second question. The second question. I'm concerned about his fitness. When I see him play against Inter Miami and against Trinidad, he did not look good. He looked weak.
Against Trinidad, you talk about Nigeria.
He didn't play against Trinidad. No, what comes
No, he wasn't even
Inter
there.
Miami.
He was still in Jamaica. He
No,
was still in Jamaica.
I'm sorry. Inter Miami. I said against Inter Miami. He was weak. His body, I mean, just like, you're decent in America, you're really physical and rough. Can he handle it? I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, talk about selling. I really have no proof of that, to be honest. You understand?
No, I'm just ask.
But I mean, if you ask me still, to be honest, Busy, just look at what the work rate and him stats, what he's done in every competition that he played in. He played like 30 plus game in the JPL. He playing in the Caribbean Cup. So you look at close around 30 goal contribution, for him. So maybe he deserve a spot and merit. But if you ask me if he's ready for that level, I would say not yet. Still need a little bit more in terms of his strength. You understand? Because when I really watch him in the JPL and watch him in the Caribbean Cup, when the game go into that back end of the last quarter of the game, him energy kind of tail off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I say?
This-
So, and even what happened in the JPL final, again, that's a big mark right there that, you get picking a Unity Cup, him travel 78 hours to London, him travel back again, him going to travel to BVI, and then him going to come back again, you understand, and go back to the Gold Cup. So, there's a lot on his body than what he went through in the final. So, I guess we should give him a break if he's so important to the team.
We can't tell if he has certainty. Our coach don't take risks. So he's not going to play. So he's going to get the rest.
Yeah.
No,
Look on a commenter. Look on a commenter. Him up, Peso. Germany. But anyway, let me say something to you. I think Atkinson deserves his spot in the team. I think he get called up in the 2 games when we were seeing that, but in the injury, right? Him and the slip out and thing. You understand? Which is unfortunate. When we think he would really perform and then people will say, all right, give him a shot. You understand? This player was named the best player in Conca Cup in the Caribbean. From Conca Cup. Best player. Right? When the coach gave him an instruction to do on the right side in the Unity Cup versus Nigeria game, mostly defensive work. And he did well. He did pretty well. One time I think him at the right back.
Yeah, because Ming a whole king hand. The whole second half.
Ming talking very close to the king.
He had to talk to King. They had to catch up for my Cavalier days.
Asking questions, but I know what was trying to imply. And I don't think speed cannot sell it, or whosoever cannot sell any player.
I'm not saying anything about selling or nothing. All I'm asking you is this. Unseen, one question me have to. Tell me the depth chart of the left wing and the right wing for Jamaica in this Gold Cup squad that you see.
We don't have no depth. We don't have a lot of players. We have to choose someone I sent about them and go over
When left wing and right wing, we don't have a lot of players. What are you talking about?
You think I said left back?
No, left wing and right wing. Just tell me your depth chart for the left wing and the right wing.
In the Gold Cup right now?
Yes.
Oh, Bobby Reed can go over there. Them are right, great. We don't really have no volleyball.
Remember, we see how Greg Lee play over the twin.
All right. So here, so since you know want to go there, I'm gonna just throw a depth chart out to you. Let's say number 1 left wing Cephas. Number 2 left wing Tyrese Campbell. Number 3 left wing Busy.
Left winger.
Gray play Cam. He can play as a left winger too. So put Gray number 2, Campbell 3, Busy 4, right?
For this approach, whatever.
Me not care where you put a 1, 2, whatever. Me just try to make a point. Right? So no matter how you spin first and second, which part Busy there on the left wing? Number 4th.
9th. I'm not going.
Okay, 4th, right? So then we go to the right wing now. We have Dixon, we have Bailey, we have Tyrese can play over that side as well, correct?
Correct.
So over the 2 wing them, Busy are the 4th option, people.
Check. So my mic's low.
Busy are the 4th option on the 2 wing them. Yeah. So you tell me, is that good use of a squad player to have him be the 4th option for one position?
Check.
Yeah, we are here now. So low that now.
Honestly, as I say, I strongly believe that our coach is weak mentally. He won't do much change to the squad tactically or technically because he's just a weak individual. He doesn't take risks. I don't see him as a man to bring the nation forward. As a matter of fact, but that's when I hire him as a recruiter. My Antonio. As it relates to coaching, I don't see. So Busy.
Brother, when you hear my point though, when I say Busy should be in the team, fine.
No, I'm saying let
me finish. When I just said the depth chart, none of you disagreed that Busy is the 4th on the left wing and the 4th on the right wing. So when Busy are gonna play, how much sub we have in the game? 20?
I'm gonna play Busy, man. Busy I get play over some of them and they will feel like a little bit.
I've been saying to you
that Busy not getting any
Busy
game.
can play number 10 too, you know.
Where?
Oh my God, him and
Well,
Unseen.
Okay, you
Oh
want me
my
go through the
God.
what do you
number?
mean by
You want
that?
me go through?
Then
You
I
want me go
squad.
through the number? It's Busy. I mean, Imbo Busy. Unseen. You want me go through the number 10 depth chart too?
It don't really matter who for name you go put at the coach have a decision. Him and play man, him and put man out there. I tell him I put him
I'm not.
there.
I am saying, Unseen. You are a coach. If you are making the depth chart for this team, does Busy go in the top 3 of any of the positions he plays in this squad?
When I'm going to coach, a team, I look for them thing there, brother. I look for who I want to put out there.
So you do that. You know, make a depth chart. You know who you put out there. What you talk about?
You just put from a picking of the team,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a plan for you from before. You go play.
In
Unseen. I
the
don't
plan
care how
B.
much plan. I don't care how much plan you make as a
But
coach.
that
Unseen.
team have him have a
None
plan
of
for
them.
him.
None of them
The man
can
have a
include the
plan.
fourth man in a one position.
The man have a plan for Busy, brother, for a long
Nope.
time.
Nope. No plan
So
like
can
that for
you
Busy.
tell me? Okay. So since you know him have a plan, for Busy, what is the plan? Where him going to play?
The plan is to give him minutes, give him game
But
time.
where? You can't just give the man game time.
The man
Where?
can play number 10 and him can play
Thank
wide.
you, Jesse. Gold. Thank you.
They
And
might put him
see,
in the
if we
position.
start, let's say Casey Palmer start at the 10, right? When it comes time to make a sub, if Sifa start on the left wing and Gray up on the bench, you think him gonna play Busy ahead of Gray at the 10?
Never.
Repeat that.
If
Never.
Sifa start at left wing
No man,
and
Busy
Casey
more
Palmer,
come off for the bench.
listen to what I'm saying.
No,
If Cephas play left wing and not Gray, and Palmer play 10, when it come time to make the sub now, and him say, yeah, may I take off my left wing and may I take off my striker? I mean, my 10. Busy not in none of them two position there, you know, as the second option, you know. So when him a go play that, may I ask you?
I just tell you, I'm going to play about one of them big name ball there where you think I win in.
Okay.
Go
All
Okay.
Busy I do warm up, sweating my jersey. He didn't end up a
So
bother.
in other words, you prove my point then that even though a baller might have merit to be in a team, when you look at the composition of the team, sir, you have to not take everyone because we can't
A
play
big
all of
ball
them
and
in
me call
90
them because
minutes.
them not reading the stats, you know. Them not
Antonio, this a
really
man that's
perform. Them just call him big baller.
And that's why I said in the start of the show, why can't we just drop them off the team altogether then?
No,
Because it don't
because
make sense you put Busy and the
but
big baller and the other baller because all of them can't play in a
but
90-minute game.
but Ted tell you, the coach down a backbone.
not the balls.
Yeah,
No,
but regardless of if him
why?
not a backbone, you
Germany,
can't
why?
tell. Ah boy, but that's what I said, brother. Una
Why?
talk about the man gonna get game, and
Start
una
with what
can't
pick the
tell me
team.
where. Ah boy.
He's
When I
not.
pick the
Yes, and
team, you know what I hear about this.
he's unseen, so he's not going to play. I'm telling you, he's not going.
That's what you think.
Oh, and I will say this again. Steve McLaren has no spine. He will start the same exact team. Demar Gray is going to go with Leon Bailey. There's a 90% chance he'll probably go with Williams up front. Or Burrell, one out of the two of them. I want up and catch him. Probably go with Burrell. Casey Palmer and Mick Blackbody are going there. He's going to go with the same team that
He's
he
funny in
has
track record, not true.
because he has no balls. His ability to change or try anything is not there. He's a madman. He does the same thing over and over and expect different results. Period.
And that's why I tell you, say, I'm telling you, know, say, hey, my Atkins are going to start, you know. And I say, no. Game will start, him, I'll get game, sorry.
Madman that.
So,
I know. You just tell me he must get game. And when I talk about me, I call out the ball of them. You are take.
no, you ask me my opinion. All right, let me tell you something. Ask Germany the question. Ask Germany the question.
Answer, contradict yourself, answer.
Ask Germany the question, make him answer.
Ask
No,
me the question.
because you are telling me say you're a coach, and when you pick your side and you have a 23-man squad, every coach in the world say, all right, make we see who are gonna start, who are we option off the bench, who are this, who are that. You are telling me say you don't make depth chart. You just have plan for
No,
everybody in
what
your
me I
side.
say to you is that anybody when me pick in a squad, me I tell you what me I say. Anybody when picking on my squad for a particular position, based on somebody get injured or they might come out for the field, whatever be the case may be, me must have a plan for the man them for the bench. right?
Fine. And I'm saying when you
Whether
look
that
at our bench, the way it's constructed, there is more than one person for come on in the area them we're busy play.
right
So
and
when
fine.
him a go play?
So that's why me I tell you say him a go play over some of the big name ball them.
All right, make we see. Make we
No.
live to see that.
You don't
Oh,
live
you
to
mean
see. You go see that.
when the game done, him a go run, go and pick up a ball.
How much money I gonna bet me? How much money I bet me? How much money I
I love money, some of you.
bet me
If you
no?
stop running down money, money come to you when you stop running down,
Bet
Not no go.
All right,
bet.
look at
Not no
50
go.
lakhs.
People drop
Lie
it on
down.
the board now, man. Anything, super chat, anything.
See if JP is the lock
We
off.
have 72 people watching and 50 likes. Come on, guys. Hit the like
Yeah,
button. Hit the
arms
like
house
button.
that,
Hit the like
arms
button.
house that. Smash up your light, man, and stop
So,
going so.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
and if you be fair to yourself, you have to try something new too. We'll try something.
So, Unseen, do you think that Busy Atkins a deserving spot in
I said yes,
the
in my
team?
Man, stay
opinion.
that long time, Germany. You move like him now.
The
You know,
argument
ask
is
him
much
again.
about man. Hold on, make him ask the question.
Why is he justified, Unseen?
Eh?
Why is he justified?
All right. Number one, the coach like him based on watching him in the JPL. Number two,
Mm-hmm.
his
Coach
body
will
of
watch
work.
JPL. Stop that.
Body
Coach will watch
what?
JPL.
What you
Coach
mean?
will
Me
watch
just see them when
JPL.
the coach I watch busy brother and I
Yeah,
say,
he
yo,
will
you
watch
like
two
Yeah,
JPL.
one game the man watch, bro.
Brethren, the man watch more than one game. Me just see them
And
more
if you
than
get
one
first,
time
man,
and
and
see.
run down
Me
and
just
pick
somebody
them
that
up.
pop more than one time and see the coach I watch game.
Unseen,
Brethren.
Watch
Stop the
Unseen,
lie.
the
No, stop it,
Unseen,
man.
just lose it, Unseen. Unseen, the coach probably watch two games. I watch
Just
the
stop
playoff
it,
on
man.
TV.
Boy, the man I watch busy
No,
long time. The man
God,
watch busy.
Unseen.
Hold on, the man watch busy in the Conca Cup League. The man watch busy in the JPL.
You know what I'm saying?
Let
Listen,
me
man.
continue now. Can you ask me a question, you know, I'm land the plane. You
what
see
yeah,
unfair?
him watch Caribbean Cup. Yes, him watch it a couple times. Well,
You
yes.
see,
Yes,
you see
but
how you
don't say
know
watch
I'm
it
land
on
the plane.
JPL, I'm saying.
Peso, Travis, Germany. You saw you know
Yeah, go
one
ahead.
million the plane though. All right. So based on that and based on his performance that I see, personally speaking now, from the JPL, one of the most exciting and lethal player in the JPL, and also CONCACAF name him in a lot of team of the week, and
Mm-hmm.
also is the best player in the Caribbean CONCACAF League, best player.
Okay.
That would them give him, that them give him the prize that them give him after
Okay.
them win the
And you
Caribbean.
can't that was can't take away from him. Now, do
Based
you
on that,
actually think that he's gonna get game time?
yes, based him get game time at Unity Cup, and I believe that
You
he will
can't
still
miss
get
one
game time.
question as much time.
I'm seeing you gone. Can't hear
I
you.
said it, you not hear me?
Him say yes, man. Him say believe say we'll get game.
See him like Unity Cup when him come on and do the job, he's a player that the coach can give certain what I say now, certain instruction
Okay.
and
All
they
right.
go deal with it. And you saw that in the Unity Cup game.
I think I'm just gonna get game time in the first game and not the second game.
Yeah,
Him not
first
get
game
no
will be
game.
good for game time.
Him
First
not
game will be
getting
good
it.
for game time. Because you don't want to take the risk against Guatemala. You want the best players
I
out there.
don't think he will play in
But at the
the
end of the
second
year
game.
though, will those players that we say a big baller will perform for us in that game?
Now, if we are lose Guatemala by 3 goals and 10 minutes left, maybe coach throw him on. But I don't see him getting a game time against Guatemala.
So we have to lose to throw on somebody.
No, you must say, if we are lead Guatemala by 3 goals and 10 minutes
You
left,
say we
maybe
are
the coach
lose,
have
they're
throw him
gonna win. We are win now.
No, I never say no lose. I say if we are win by 3 goals, maybe him put him on. But I don't see him getting game time against Guatemala. And if he do get game time against BVI, probably 10 minutes.
What tell me is can do that things.
That's
And what
what
Well,
you
I'm
want?
saying.
What you
remember
want to get
the coach did say that the thing when him see with the JPL players that him like for the competition is they know the Caribbean team. So I feel like busy if him go get game, it will have to be in the first one because it's a
I
Caribbean
be a
team
talk
that
that
play.
the
So
talk in general. I be a talk him talk. The man they are
Travis
moving
you
in.
Castle,
said,
tap
don't,
him like
you
what the
can't
coach
pre
Travis.
nothing what am
Travis,
saying.
the coach don't watch two JPL games.
No, we must say
Listen,
serious. They man
No man, he watch more
listen.
than that. He watch more
We
than that.
can't quote what the coach has said kind of credible.
not credible.
It's not. He can't try to get himself.
The coach is
Somebody like
credible.
I
me,
think
well,
that Travis
listen,
will look at job
intent
with
the
the
boy
coach.
a problem.
Travis especially look at job with the coach. Guy, no top time defend the coach.
Yeah.
Me list him man attack one
No, but
game,
a
man.
true man. Him watch more than one, man. Him watch couple game well, man.
If the coach watch 5
It's
JPL game, cut off to my
Yo,
finger
as a
then.
man said earlier, the coach a politician.
Serious politician.
Hey, him
Politician.
can't say Maran Garden pick the players now. Him can't use Maran Garden name now. Say my the man
Yo,
is
you see
the
man,
man of the whole YouTuber argue with each other.
It's a wicked boy, man.
Man, the
I
whole
coach every
YouTuber argue with each other.
The whole Jamaica want to kill Miran God. The man have to get private security.
I like that there.
I don't know where you get that from. Where you get that from?
This is Steve McLaren tree. What I
Yeah, true.
I'm very picky.
True, Tuffy Rudy.
Oh my
True.
God, you know.
Unseen, real Tuffy Rudy.
Travis
coming.
Castle said Leon Bailey can get 1 minute like what Villa give him. Oh my God,
Yeah,
Travis. Travis,
Yeah,
that's
Milan,
cool, Travis.
A 2 minutes of the game.
If the captain the bench the whole time.
If you're for the bench, a cuss. You have to be hungry for your national team.
Yeah, Jason
Hungry.
Gona. The man make the whole YouTube space a argue and a fuss was in decision. I bet you how much I bet you tomorrow or Friday. Is there tomorrow the press conference tomorrow?
You know, Bailey already, you know, Bailey say, oh, them man carry me
I
come
bet
and
the coach gonna come in and give some a
10
different,
million
a whole different thing from what I'm saying, right?
Well,
And there's gonna be somebody
when
and
I
somebody
press
else.
conference, when I press conference.
We don't know, but tomorrow it's supposed to be a press conference tomorrow.
Oh,
Am I
somebody
correct?
come here. I story them master a problem, you know, come ask Daniel Green.
You know what? Ewa.
I'm a soldier. This was a soldier.
Man, if a soldier, you know, I might use something different. You know, good soldier, you know.
Sure, soldier.
But in name Bling Brown. Big up yourself, Bling Brown. Thanks for joining and seeing sports TV. Fatal
Bling
Flair.
Brown, did you watch
Make sure
Unity
you
Cup? If you
subscribe
go back
for
and
him.
watch Unity Cup, the second game, I saw him. The first game, I saw him to Reggie Boo.
The boss said,
Then he
Bling
probably come back and
man, Reggie
apologize.
Boo, a.k.a. Daniel Green. We don't say him, man.
Bling Brown,
Reggie Boo.
go
Big up
and watch
Reggie
the
Boo.
game against Trinidad, and then come back and say, guys, I apologize.
Reggie Boo not show me nothing like him want really play at the level, right? Like he got
Bling Brown, go on
afraid to
YouTube
say.
and look for the
Not
game
really.
against Trinidad and Unity Cup. Go up to about the 65 minutes
You know, because so
and
far,
watch from
say,
there on. And your favorite player, Reggie Boo, come on, and then Carlos and apologize to us.
You see, you can just look at him the warm up. You not go so far.
Bling Brown, hit the like button also, Mr. Bling Brown. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Why not tell you?
I'm
Jason
going
Guna,
for 10 more
tomorrow.
minutes, people. I'm going for 10 more minutes.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
soon,
man.
man. You know.
Jason Guna, you're going to hear the man say something different at the press conference.
So,
Travis,
Jason,
you know, yeah, listen.
hold on. You know, always want to hear Jason Guna. Yeah.
Yeah, real baller. Real baller.
Yeah, man, I graveyard shift. Me, I go on some graveyard shift for now, because you don't know anything already. We can't compete with certain people on the YouTube, so I'm running graveyard. Watch me now. So, Jason, you there, about? Yes, I always want to know your opinion on this, man. What's your take on the JPL players' inclusion, such as Richard King, you know, Shaquan Davis, you know, Warner Brown? What's your take on these players making the Reggae Boyz team now at this moment?
Look, I think that when we talk about the JPL players, we have to just be honest with ourselves and say, listen, we can't really compare them outright with the other player them in the position. And I have pretty much reserved myself to understand that one of the goalkeeper them going to be a JPL. And it looks as if there's always going to be a player in the team from the JPL that is deemed the best player. And right now that's Richard King. And Warner Brown got his chance by virtue of Boza not taking his chance. So those three players in particular, I mean, I have no issue with because it just is what it is. I saw Jamaica football run from Jamaica football. The third keeper come from JPL, and there's gonna be what is deemed the best player in the JPL in the team, and that is Richard King right now. And based on the coach evaluation.
What about your evaluation? What about your evaluation?
You man saying no problem with it.
Yeah, me not no issue
He
with the
mentioned the
players
coach
there.
evaluation like him single out himself. So
No, man, he did say it first, but he did say not a problem with what he could say. Basically,
Yeah, me not a problem with it because at the end of the day, like I understand that people that live in Jamaica will be very upset if the team don't have any players from the JPL.
not me.
Because I hear the argument all the time, you know, how can you have the players motivated if they can't make the national team?
They say
And I always answer them like this.
they not
Ronaldo Cephas ended up in Macedonia to build him career, and I don't see no Jamaica coach from youth level come right up even fought upon him. So it's possible to go somewhere in football without the
that
national
part there was
team. So that has
part
been
of their
the
politics still, you know.
I don't care what it was, unseen. I'm just saying he was not in any youth team. He was not in the main team, and he went overseas to go and get better in football. So it is possible. You can do it. There are agents taking ballers that don't have no caps and getting them overseas. So it's possible. So I don't buy this narrative that you have to be in the national team to move, because it's not true.
How much
It's not
agent
true.
is like that? Though?
But Ansi,
I'm
the
saying
You
the
know,
main
thing
agent,
happen, right?
international
Change the
Well,
dimension.
support.
the agent,
Look how much baller the man have when I play national.
now what me I say though, the agent now get all of the, him now get all of the play for movement.
I'm not saying he'll get all of them unseen. I'm just making the point
unseen.
that that can't be the narrative when we see truth otherwise. That can't be the narrative when we see truth otherwise. The baller can't move without national team. So we can't make that be the reason. But again, I understand because I have people that live in Jamaica that I know and talk to all the time, and them express that to me. Say the people them on the ground want to see the Arnett baller, want to see this baller, want to see that baller. So I get that that's a part of it. So the same politics you talk cause Cephas never go in a team, just acknowledge that the same politics that get people in the team too. It's the same politics.
Ansi, do you the man to
So
shower
when people come and they don't have an idea, like they don't understand why somebody will live in Jamaica have to see somebody in the team from Arnett or Pleasant or wherever or Cavalier, I will tell them, say, listen, you have to kind of, because with me can see another person's point of view. I might not agree with it, you know, but I can take it as a valid way to think because your circumstances are going to make you think a certain way. So I can't tell them and they can't think like that. But at the same time, let's not lie to ourselves and say the main reason is because we want to sell the ball of them. Because the ball of them can get sold without national team, brother.
Ansi, that's true, no, Ansi.
No, maybe they can't. Maybe they can't get sold to the Premier League where you want them to get sold. That is true. But just get sold somewhere, brother. You think Unseen did want? You think you may call Cephas Unseen. You think Cephas did want to go on Macedonia first? Him know would have most want to go play for Chelsea or one of them side the first. But guess what? The man take where he can get. And him not stand there forever. He move on and he move on. And guess what? This performance in the Unity Cup, I bet you any money he move on from the club from Turkey now. So we need to be honest and stop putting that out into the atmosphere that without the national team, the ball of them are going stuck. It is not the truth. It is not the truth, Unseen. And you know that too.
Jason Guna, the next thing that they were using, right? It was the ranking. And we get to understand that players can go without the ranking, right? So it's a bunch of stuff that we have to look on, right? Also, you have some people have this controversial tone. Say, I pay a ton man, them want to go overseas. You know what I mean? I'm no countryman. I pay a ton man, and them want the national team. They don't want no man from country. It's so much politics in the football. It stinks. And so you got to acknowledge it. You got to acknowledge it. Don't go over it. Don't go over
Germany.
Yeah.
Germany. A bedtime, I know you know me drop asleep.
No, man, I know you're tired, man. I can see you're tired, man.
The graveyard.
All right, people, we have 2 minutes, Ansi. 2 minutes to go. Let's go with final, close it.
Yes.
I predict the coach gonna come in tomorrow and change and say something different from what I say. For Sports Max and something different from what I say in the thing.
Yeah, read him up.
And he's gonna be saved by Simon. Simon is gonna cut off the question, the hard question. Simon is gonna save him. I mean that. Everybody, good night. Bala, go your bed. Travis, go your bed. And stop war with people. Miserable man. Jesus Christ. You see a man miserable, sir. Just war every day. You may talk Travis Passett. Just go now. Big up yourself. Carla, everybody's on the panel. Big up on
Yeah,
yourself.
man, full.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Germany. People,
Everybody
that's
done?
it.
All right. Look more, man. All right.
That's
Unseen, have a good one.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
that
man.
big up and see.
Yeah, man.
Respect,
That's
man.
the end of the graveyard shift, people. Big up on yourself tomorrow again. We'll try to see if we can go out there again and do some more work. You understand?
Yeah,
Like,
man. Big up.
subscribe, and share to Unseen Sport. Big up Germany for being here and helping in terms of getting the people them aware and liking and subscribing and super chat and super sticker. We'll see how best we can contribute to the platform and build the platform. JC Guna TV people, go over there and subscribe to JC Guna TV. Don't stay at one place. Get information from all different places. Issa Allen, Reggae Boyz commentary, community supporters, big up them as well. Big up everybody in the football in Jamaica. Big up the players, them, the national team players, them. People who answer this. When we talk about a player, we not hate the player. We talk about football. Football is for the public. And hence, we talk about it. So if you can't take criticism or constant criticism, leave football alone. Because it's not private. It is a public sport. People watch it for entertainment. And when we see something wrong, we go and talk. When we again, people big up on themselves, like, subscribe, and share to the content, man. Toughy Rudy, big up. Travis Spencer, big up. Nana Van Joseph, big up. Real baller. You don't want real baller. One real baller. You don't know a thing. A man we know everywhere in Jamaica that, you know. Bring that, big up yourself. Fatal Flair, big up, big up, big up. Who else?
Yeah, people, big up, big up, big up. Subscribe to the Reggae Boys and Girls
Yeah,
Supporters
man.
Club YouTube channel.
Cherish Life, big up. Toughy Rudy again. Damaria McCallum, big up. Rob Smith, big up yourself. Mark, big up. Clive McLean, big up. Kishan Johnson, big up. Cherish Life, big up yourself. What is that? Bassa Wangway, you know what I mean? Gaming, some gaming business. Bassa Gaming, yeah. So I say, big up yourself. Travis Spencer, you know anything go already. Big up yourself. Dan, oh come on, big up yourself. All the panelists, Issa Ali, Jason Gona, Jeremy Lee, Dan, big up on yourself. People, once again, I am going to be out of here. I'm out of here, people. Big up on yourself.